Yes. I hope y'all can hear me. This your Aqua Omega Alpha Jim Savage in the building, and we are here with another episode of Crown Talk. Whoa, it's about to get serious today, man. There's a lot going on. Um, there's a lot going on. Let me introduce the team. Right now we have Manhood. Manhood in the
What's up?
motherfucking building. What's good
Yes,
with you?
yes.
The rest of the fellas will be strolling through. When they get a chance to. We a bunch of working men, except for me.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
so,
Although
so
you
yes,
slip that in there. Mhm.
I had to slip it in there. Let me put you over here. Put that down there so it look. There we go. Look a little better right there.
Yeah, let's get
How
to
was
it.
your, how was your day? How was your day?
Day is good. Day was good. The week is going by good. Man, oh
Mhm.
man, I've been on the social media thing. Oh man, having to put it in. You know, this when you start telling the difference from the men that want to actually be men and actually understand manhood, and from the other men that call themselves wanting to be men, but would rather run behind, other people. You know, this is when critical thinking is the best thing you can do. You know, absolutely.
There's,
How you
there's,
doing,
uh,
people? What's going
what's
on?
that?
You know what I'm
I didn't
saying?
know there
What's
was
up?
a such thing as critical thinking anymore in 2022.
Yeah,
I didn't, I thought we lost all common sense, all critical thinking, um,
that's,
all pride. We lost everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. That's what I see. But
you and me both.
so
Yep.
today it's basically I titled it Who Are Your People? The reason why I said that is because I did have a conversation in the bar with someone about, this Kanye West thing. And I was thinking, I was like, so the way people are acting, the way people don't like each other, all that bullshit. I asked him, I said, he's a black guy. I said, so are all black people your people? And he said, yep, all black people are your people. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Oh,
Yep,
my bad,
yep,
'cause I look like I'm breaking up a little
yep. I'm
bit.
just over here trying to share
Oh
the
yeah,
live.
yeah. Share. Everybody out there, please. Uh, like I always say, if you watch Savage Com, if you watch Com TV, my assistant, but she's not here today. Jessica Rabbit, she's not here, so uh, follow to the like button and share, please. Please share. Um, so yeah, so I was at a bar and I was talking to the guy, and I was like, are all black people your people? He's yeah, all black people my people. Right? I said, really? I said, so if there was a black guy going around murdering people, killing, raping, all that stuff, would he be your people? He's black.
Yep.
I didn't know what to say to that. Black or not, like my people, like, here's the thing. I can relate to most black people in the world, right? But
Right.
not all black people are my people. Just like I'm not all black people's people. As you can
Exactly.
see, that we're all not aligned with the same agenda or don't have the same mindset. So how are those people your people if they don't have the same mindset, a positive mindset at that, to want to do better in life and don't want to work, well, not really work, but don't want to follow around someone that doesn't have their best interest? I'm sorry, but this is not my people.
Exactly.
And they can say anything they want to about me, about oh, you don't like black. I don't give a fuck what you think I like or dislike. Your problems is not mine. What I'm saying is I cannot claim someone who don't get it. Someone who
Exactly.
wants to stay down, someone who can't see more for themselves, someone who wants to do worse in life and you know what I mean, and doesn't want to do better, and I want to. I can align myself with people like that.
Right.
So those are not my people. It's not because you're black. I do the same thing: white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, Christian, Jews, whatever it may be. If I don't align with you, if you don't align with my program or what I want to do in life, or grow, something like that, I can't call you my people. Plain and simple. What do you think about that?
They always want to put, and it's a shame because you get into these little conversations with people. What's up, K Boogie? We get into these little conversations with people, right?
Right.
Especially our people, and they expect you to have the same opinions as them. Like they just expect it
Right.
off GP. You need to have the same conversation, the same ideals, the same rhetoric or what have you, just as I have. And if you don't, oh, you hate black people. You know, I gotta even go with the what I call I gotta even go with, no matter how degenerate that I might think it is. If I'm saying it out loud, it's a problem to the other man or the other woman.
Right.
And it's a huge problem. And on all, just like you said, all black people, I used to think all black people my people, no matter what. Again, I was the biggest pro-black you can ever meet, no more than 6-7 years ago. The biggest pro-black you could ever meet.
Right.
And then I started to realize, like I said before, these people act a certain way just because they're trying to get attention. Certain people. And it's people like me, I act this way because I really love my people. I love my culture. I love how my grandmother, aunts, and uncles raised me. Mm-hmm. I don't care, I see the stuff that anybody else see each and every day. I see all that. But that's not going to make me feel like I can't do nothing else. I can't succeed. So if you think I'm supposed to be in your world of victimhood, I can't be with you. In the last 5 years, like I said before on this platform, it was many people that that I had to let go. You can talk about 15, 20, 25-year friendships, family members. Even me and my grandmother had to had to step back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But that's my favorite lady. But just like I said, we had to step back a little bit because of stuff like that. She expect me to think a certain way, and I wasn't playing that. But yeah, man, hell no, not all black people, all my people. If something happened, I'll be the first before these so-called pro-blacks. I'll be the first one to see what's going on, other than these so-called pro-blacks.
Right.
I'll be the first one to see what's going on. But I know logically that person more than likely ain't my people mentally.
So let's go on to the Kanye West thing. So let me start with you. What do you see from the beginning? Like just something small. What he's doing with the that interview. Let's start with the interview. What do you think about the interview with Kanye West?
I said a comment, many comments to certain people, but I said a comment to a person, and I said all he's doing is and trying to enlighten us in the celebrity, the black celebrities, and the non-religious Jays. You know what I mean when I say that? The non-religious Jays relationship, how bad it is, how one-sided it is. That's all he's trying to do, and also he's trying to let people know, hey guys, I'm not all these black celebrities that speak the same undertones, speak the same. It seems like they read the same script. And then people call him stupid, crazy. Oh, he's insane. And what makes me crazy is how is a $12 billion man? Is it $12 billion man? Stupid, crazy, and insane. Like they saying it. It's the dude from your town that walk around saying silly things, yelling at somebody. They're trying to make him the same type of guy.
Right.
But this man is a first generation billionaire that's the richest black man in the country right now. And you're trying to tell me that he don't, you're trying to say he don't see all this that's going on in the industry, and that's what he's mainly talking about.
Right.
That's what he's talking about, how it's a bad relationship between black celebrities and non-religious Jays. That's all he's trying to say. And you got black folks saying, "Oh, he's stupid for saying that, he this and that third." And then with the what's his name? The black guy that passed away, George Floyd.
George Floyd. Yep.
They got whatever, how they want to put it. It's like did he say anything wrong? Because the autopsy does read exactly what he said. The autopsy did read that. So instead of like trying to shame him and disrespect, call people names and black people and any other person that agree with him, calling them names, this debunk that. Stop talking that emotional talk. Just debunk it. That's all we want you to do.
That's all he wants. That's all he wants you to do.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, he's his own person, own man, and he does things the way he does it. He sees it in his head. That's the way he does it. But it's not. If you stop looking at his actions and the way he's doing it, the tone, and like everybody else, you can tell a motherfucker that you're about to get hit by a fucking car. If you say it too loud, they're gonna get hit by a car. You wanna know why? Because they're so focused on the tone of your voice and not the word that is coming out your mouth.
Right.
I just got off a panel earlier today, man. Oh my God. First of all, I was watching the shit, and the shit had me so distraught. I'm like this. I gotta get on here. They took forever to put me up there, but I waited, and just listening to these damn men. And men at that,
right?
It was a bunch of men talk about a thing and talk about, oh yeah, he's crazy. I don't know why he's doing this and that. I'm like, bruh, do you see what he did? Is what he said? Is it true? It doesn't matter. This and that, whatever. I'm like, bro, is it true? That's the whole point. Black people have no voice. It's controlled and focused on because of the J people. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't even want to say J people, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what I think about when I start listening to people. It's not only on TV or social media. It's damn near in my face, going outside, listening to people talking from. What is going on in the world where there's no fucking more common sense and your feelings control your every movement?
Every movement.
Your every fucking movement. You can't even get along with, like, the person can be giving you a compliment, saying some nice, doing something, this and that. You won't even hear it because you're so fucking soft and worried about your feelings that you can't get the message through.
You can't. You got to be a certain way. You got to you have to have a couple degrees, or you have to know somebody to acknowledge what a person is saying. And all I say each and every day, debunk me. Debunk what I'm saying. Really let me know exactly what I'm wrong at. And usually they will say, like you said, it's your tone. It's your tone.
What about what you said? I don't know. It's your tone. Like, what the fuck?
And then you try to be PC, not PC. You try to be, say it in an indirect way. And then it's still your tone. So it's no matter how you say it and what you say it, if they disagree with it, if they don't like it, I should say, if they don't like it, because you have to disagree with something, the only way you're gonna disagree with something, if you have a solution, if you have an answer to what somebody's saying. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you could disagree. You know, but they don't.
I agree with you, but I'll be honest with you, bro. I've been watching these people, and they don't believe shit. Even if you pull up statistics and facts, they don't want to believe it because it hurts their feelings.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to believe it. I watched a thing. Some dude was talking about. He was a doctor, and he had to learn all these things. He's trying to tell the people, you know, what happened with the doctor in this blah blah this situation. And they're like, "Oh, I don't believe you." They're like, "What the fuck you mean? Are you a doctor?" No. Have you ever heard this before? No. What the fuck you mean you don't believe me? What do you mean it's not true? This is a doctor telling you exactly what's going on, and just because he's a black man, you can't believe him because nobody believes nothing black men say.
Yeah. Yeah, even black men.
If it was a white doctor, everybody was silent, and everybody be like, "Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, I believe you," because he's a black man and he's a doctor. Nobody believes him, and he got that little, you know, slang talk with him. Nobody believes nothing he's saying. Even like what's going on? I wouldn't even say community. I can't even say community. What's going on with black folks to the point where you don't like black folks, but everybody wants to be black power. Everybody wants to be for black people, but don't like no black people.
Yeah,
we're the only ones talking shit about each other. We're the only ones that don't believe the credit. We don't give no credit. We're the only ones taking credit for nothing.
This is exactly what I was saying.
That's speaking up for his life.
Yeah, man.
Trying to do different. Don't want to follow the status quo. Don't want to be kissing rings, bowing down to the J community or the LB 123 community. All them motherfuckers. That everybody else is, oh, we can't say nothing. We can't say it. It's Jewish people. That's what it is. It's not all, just like women say. It's not all of them. It's some of them. And the some of them are the ones that have the power to silence everybody.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they have the power to silence us is because we keep falling and not acting like we're less than everybody else. We're the most powerful beings in this motherfucking earth. But we act like we can't do shit about nothing. We're the weakest people on the block. What type of shit is that?
What type of shit is that? Is who they are. I mean, who we are. And we follow. You know, the men follow the women, and the women follow anybody that can that can pay their salary, that can make them
make them happy 24/7 a day.
Say it again.
That they can make them happy 24/7 a day.
Yeah. You do everything that has nothing to do with the core so-called community. What you were saying when with the things he said, I get some. This what I got with the conversation you was having, that I was having on your comments a couple of days ago with the guy. Like, and I asked the guy, I said, why is he this way? Like, I mean, I asked him, what was he wrong at? He started going into some irate stuff, like saying something about you think he woke and all this other stuff. And I said, I don't think he's woke. I think he's just telling the truth. Because now y'all people like you effed up the word woke. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was saying, he said, but he got a baby by on a hoe or something like that. This not my words. It was the homeboy words. He got, kids. His wife is I'm saying, what they got to do with what he said? And I wanted to say, don't 95% of your homeboys probably got a baby mama that's you know what I'm saying? Probably 95 to 99.9. And you have the nerve to talk about some man's family when we had tried to have a discussion on what did this man say that was wrong. That's all I'm asking. And then
why is he being shut down and shut out?
Yeah,
for telling the truth.
If you believe that, if they believe that the dude is saying stupid, silly stuff, they'll say, can you go on Saturday Night Live because we think you're nothing but a joke to us. So let's go on Saturday Night Live. They won't be trying to shut him down.
Yeah, if he wasn't saying anything right, they wouldn't be trying to shut him down. Noriega Coon wouldn't be trying to back back up for what he let the man in the building already know Kanye and what Kanye does, how Kanye is. You already know. And what he said in the interview is he said, he asked them, say anything goes. Kanye said, hell yeah. What the hell does that mean with Kanye? That means he about to tell you some shit. And you know it's about to go down.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
it went down so much he's so positive about what he's saying. The Jewish person that he's talking about was in the building that he was talking about. He don't get like he wants you to know. He wants you to freaking know, bro. Like, and that's the thing about like with me. I snap on people so much because they're so fucking stupid. It's like the questions they ask, you can tell they didn't think about the shit before they ask the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you asking the dumb? All you gotta do is think. The answer's right there. Absolutely. I hate answering dumbass questions, and then it's a follow-up with a dumbass response after I respond. Like, come on. Like, what is that? Like, you're wasting time with your voice. Like, you're arguing with people for no fucking reason. You're obviously showing everybody how weak you are in the mind. How much you can't even think for yourself. You're so brainwashed from people that don't give two shits about you, and you scared to death of them. For what?
And what you're saying is we can relate it to many different situations where, again, as you said a few minutes ago, anytime a black man speak out of tone, a black woman actually, I shared what she was saying. Mm-hmm. A black man can never have a critical mind thinking. A black sister said this, the video I showed a couple of days ago. Mm-hmm. She said every time he say something different, they try to shut him down. Even the low level ones, like such as myself, they try to do whatever they can to shut him down. Try to say, "Oh, he nuts. He ain't shit. He hate women. He hate people. This, that, and third." And it's like, why they have to be that for me? Because I'm not following behind someone. It's like, as you said, no matter how big we are, no matter how small we are, they want us to follow behind women. They want us to follow behind the people that our women follow behind. And if we don't, it's a problem. Look at all these celebrities coming out about Kanye. Look at all of them. Ice Cube came out about him a couple of days, like a day or two ago. He said, "Oh, I'm not with that." What is it? What they call it when you talk about Jewish people? What they said in the chat. Tell me what he said. I forgot what is semantic, whatever. He said, "I'm not with that." He needed to put my name out of his mouth. Anti-Semitic, yeah. He said, "I'm not with that," and he needed to put his name put my name out of his mouth. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, but you was just like, Kanye helped you put that what's the name up too.
They scared, bro.
Yo, every time somebody come out, that tells me he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. But all you gotta do your research. Now we got so much information in our hands.
Right.
And, all you gotta do is boom, 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 boom. You can see things. All these so-called black celebrities are tied to non-religious Jays. They have all the money. They all have all the finance of all the gifts that black entertainers, black athletes, brought to the world in the last 70, 80 years. They got all that. This is why now these so-called hip-hop artists now can speak gibberish when they rapping about something, when they call themselves rapping. This is why trill music is where it is. Because now we have no control. These old artists, like all these kids, and it's somewhat your fault, being as though they was very young at the time, in the early 20s, whatever. But it's somewhat your fault because you put all your eggs in one basket and you sold whatever how much money you can get. Even Russell, what's his name? Russell Simmons. Mm-hmm. He sold everything.
Couldn't.
And Russell Simmons attacking Kanye. Because all of them are brought and sold. And I've been saying this for the last 5 years. 98% of black celebrities have been brought and sold and always will be brought and sold because we have no real culture. The only culture we do have and how much money I can get, how much money I can get at this table. That's the only culture we have.
No twerking.
Huh?
Twerking.
Yeah. Yeah. Twerking is the culture.
Twerking is the culture, bro.
For sure.
It's crazy, man. And you know what's crazy? Is that the celebrities out there are bought, right? But you know who else is bought? Everybody else, all them other coon-ass black people are bought, and they ain't even get no money for it.
Yeah.
They're bought. They're mentally bought and not getting no money for it.
Any rhetoric they see, they down with any of that bull crap. And they don't even have no excuse because all you have to do is educate yourself. This internet, one thing is about, it has a lot of stuff you can research. You can, the things he said about different things on how they run our record companies and stuff like that, and how many. All you gotta do is go online, go and find out the four highest record companies, who own them. What do you call that? The Hollywood. Who are most of the producers? You know what I'm saying? Who the agents and stuff like that. All you got to do is look it up.
Right.
And then for you so-called pro-blacks, they say, oh, he said something about what's his name? George Floyd, about the autopsy. All you got to do is go online instead of looking at CNN and MSNBC, like loop around and you'll find information. That's all you have to do. You will find that information of what they said.
You know that George Floyd's mother is trying to sue Kanye West for saying what he said?
I thought it was the baby mother.
I don't really give a shit which mother it is. They're trying to sue the man for having words. They're trying to sue the man for his words.
That's how.
Now listen, if it gets down to, like, I'm taking advantage. If she is able to sue Kanye West and get some money because of the words, anybody who says something negative to me, I'm suing them, and I better get my fucking money.
Yep.
I better get my money. Anybody call me Negro, anybody say you black ass, even if a chick is playing around, black ass thing, I'm suing you. Get my fucking money. We gonna make this a trend. We're gonna shut everybody the fuck up. And then once y'all see that everybody gotta shut up, y'all gonna change your mind and try to change things. And be like, well, we need to speak. Okay, let the nigga wear his fucking White Lives Matter. Shut the fuck up. Because he's trying to prove a point. So anybody that's getting mad at him wearing White Lives Matter, guess what? That you're mad at, you're automatically racist. You're automatically racist against white people.
Absolutely.
So now, go tell your friends that that you hate white lives because he wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. Let's start this race war. Let's stop being real about shit. Let's start calling shit the fuck out. Because it can't be two things. We got a lot of oxymorons running around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's so ridiculous how they, like, people say one thing and they contradict themselves the next sentence or in the same sentence.
At all times, and that's another situation. When you look at me, like, you know, when you randomly look at a person, don't believe that everybody is the same. And I see a lot of non-black people do that. When they talk about a Kanye, they come to me like, yo, he crazy, ain't he? No, he ain't. Like, because these non-black people, I should say, these non-black people really believe black folks really think the same too. Black folks we entitled to believe that all of us should think the same too. And then other people think that too. They think they think everybody carry around that victimhood mindset. That's black.
You know what they should do though? You know what they should do? I just came up with an idea.
What is that?
All the black people that want to play victim because the past that they were never in,
Yeah.
they act like they were slaves. I think we should put them all in take them all to an island, right?
Mm-hmm.
And reenact when you were a slave and see the difference. You see the difference. And then you'll come, and then they let you back, and you'll see that you are not oppressed. You're able to go and do anything the fuck you feel like doing, and conquering and completing anything you want. We have the resources for it now. It's just y'all, like black people are fucking lazy as shit. They want to sit around and, oh well, somebody's supposed to give me this. Where's my reparations? You want to say you think about reparations when Biden was giving out all them checks? Was you reparating with Gucci? Was you reparating with motherfucking Prada? Was you buying new cars and buying all this new shit with all that money? I don't know anybody who is saving that shit up for progress in the future.
And
I'm tired of people talking.
Yeah,
people need to really shut the fuck up. I'm dead serious. There's a lot of people like I want to start going around and telling shut the fuck up. Because they do. People just talk just to hear themselves talk. And they don't even know what they're saying. I run into a lot of people. I'm watching them just yak their fucking mouth. And I can guarantee they ain't not listening to nothing they're talking about. They just talking.
They're just talking.
It's ridiculous.
They think they put punctuations, periods and commas and, question marks. And they think that's enough.
You know how I know? I ask them, what you just say? It's totally different.
Yeah.
What you just say? Nah, this is what you said. No, it didn't. That means you wasn't listening to what the fuck you was saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just the fact of the matter is, man, with the whole Kanye thing is like, again, this let us critical thinking black folks, and then they get mad when you say that. You think you're a critical thinker because you ain't saying nothing. But what are you saying? You have the mind, and no disrespect,
child,
but you have the mind of a neoliberal female. These people that say that, like these grown men, I be like looking at them like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, I know the situation with who I am as a person and things of that nature. I know what's going on, but people get mad about that. My son is here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. So we'll talk about if they get the kids. I also want to I'm gonna show a little video later for y'all to see. Has to do with the interview, but we'll talk about that later. Go ahead, man.
So he's sick. So it's one of them things, the collect my thought. It's one of those things is that we aren't supposed to feel like this shit. I'm supposed to have an educated conversation with enlightful thinkers. I'm not going to have an educated person that will look at me differently just because I say no. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. You're not saying nothing that's giving value. Like I'm supposed to like hate a Kanye, but love of someone like a 50 Cent, a Future or what have you.
Maestro in the building was good with your brother.
Yeah, I supposed to be in that place of mind. And all these people, I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna say about 90% of the people that I know are supposed to be so-called pro-black. All these people, when it comes down to it, what's going on? When it comes down, all these people, when it comes down to it, they don't lead their own households. They don't. They don't even, they don't even value who they are. They actually say self-hating remarks to their own family members. You just listen to nowadays pro-black. Just listen to them. All you hear is victimhood, all you hear is liberalism. You know what I'm saying? All you hear is, just things that's not, especially these men, that's not manhood. That's nowhere near manhood. Worried about what the some other man thinks of him. Like that's nowhere near manhood, and it never will be.
Not at all, man.
You
You know
know?
what's so funny? You know what's so funny on that interview, right? On that interview, he's had so many different people up there, right? Rappers, celebrities, or whatever like that. And guess what they talk about? Killing
Killing,
niggas,
shooting.
selling drugs. But guess what? Did they take that video down?
Mm-mm.
Are they taking videos down that says black people killing black people? Are they taking the raps down that say, you know what? Perfect example. Would you say that the new music was trill music or something like that?
Trill music, yeah.
Is it all that music knowledge of murders? Knowledge of murdering other people?
Other people.
Is that
Real
music
people.
still playing? Isn't that music still getting money
It's
from
not
it?
canceled. Nope,
It's not canceled. It's still getting money from it.
Yeah.
But he can go there and tell you the truth about black people being used by Jewish people in all angles, and that gets shut down right away. Boom.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to do that. But you can go kill your brother. You can go murder everybody and go, talk about that shit. Matter of fact, talk about all that. Talk about how you did it. Go get arrested. Go to jail, and add to the cycle. Add to the cycle. We don't want you to change the cycle. That's why we took Kanye West down. We don't want you to change the cycle. That's why we got rid of Martin Luther King. That's why we got rid of Malcolm X. That's why we got rid of him. All the black people who stood up for themselves. That's why they scared. But guess what? They did, and it changed something in the future. The only reason why it didn't change so rapidly and so quick is because there's only one person at a time doing something. One person at a time doing something. Niggas cannot come together to do shit.
Nope.
Neither can black people. Because there is a big difference between niggas and black people.
Oh, yeah.
None of us. Yeah. No melanin skin, nobody is coming together to do a fucking thing. Man, and the more we go and talk the shit, the more dumb we look doing it. We just watched Nori get his balls chopped off on TV.
No, all of them. Nori. Who else? It was another guy that was going. Nori was going everywhere, trying to please forgive him and me. Please forgive him and me. You know what I'm saying? Please forget. We got back to diapers. KK don't start wife me. Well, anyway, yeah. We did this thing where everything. If you're not talking about yourselves, if you're not, if you're not talking about more genocide in the black community, and then you try to put it on somebody else, then we got to get you. And then I just can't understand why these certain people follow. Even I'm sorry, LeBron James, he cut the whole interview. He didn't even show the interview. You know about that, right? He was on that damn barbershop too.
Yep.
Kanye, and they didn't even show the interview or whatever. Because, and I said I knew that was going to happen. Fucking LeBron James are one of the most puppets, the biggest puppets of black celebrities there is. So I knew that for sure. Everything that LeBron say on his barbershop, whatever, you can see it on Twitter. You can everything, all his talking points on Twitter and for the wokey wokes. Because he's a puppet of Obama and the Clintons. That's
who's woke? To be honest with you, the only woke I know about with black people is getting up at early in the morning to go to work. That's the only woke I know about niggas. Because niggas ain't woke. If you woke, you wouldn't be arguing with the truth.
Right.
I don't get this shit, bro.
Yep.
And then we the only group of people. I don't know if you can hear me if I'm pausing.
You freezing a little bit. You froze.
Could you hear me though?
I can still hear you. Yep.
Yeah, that's because I probably said the name and they probably tried to shut me down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but I don't get. You know what you gonna do? Take my electronics away from me? Oh man,
right.
You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
Hey,
I'm not one of them motherfuckers who sit there and let people control my life like that, man.
Yeah. Mitchell just said LeBron is the realest phony out. He's so right.
Like, that is a fucking fact.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's so many of them, but LeBron.
To be honest with you, he's not the only one that's mad phony black.
No,
most
not
of the black
at all.
Phony is a fuck anyway.
Not at all. Not at all. I don't believe where K Boogie. I'm gonna try to. I was actually charging my laptop, so it should be fine now. Until
that was me glitching though. That was me glitching.
Oh yeah. Yeah, K Boogie always said I'm glitching. No, but yeah. Again, we have to really understand. You know, we like people that's watching. You have to understand, man. You don't have to agree with us at all.
At all.
But the fact of the matter is, we're like our celebrities are nothing but puppets. You got the LeBron James, the P. Diddy's, the Ice Cubes. You got the 50 Cents. He says something, and it's like 50 Cent. You promote chaos. Everything you do, you promote chaos. You're getting money for it. You're getting paid. I know you got the right handlers because you're doing a lot. But like, why is it so bad for this dude to try to educate people? Try to educate people for what he's seen, because he's an entity. Again, he's the richest black man in America. He sees he see what's going on. No matter what he did in the past and this and that and third, you got to stop being mad at the messenger. Is what we should be saying. You got to just stop being mad at the messenger and just get whatever you can get with the person and go from there. And that's the problem. That's another sensitive, emotional, feminine way of this society. Soy boy shit in this society. That's another thing. They're mad because it's coming from the wrong person. The truth is coming from the wrong person. And that's the problem.
No. I
believe so. The messenger is big.
Anybody who tells the truth, they're automatically the wrong person.
Oh, that's true too. That's true too.
You could be anybody. You could be anybody. You start telling the truth, time to go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Time to go. And you know what's the worst part about it? Like, I wouldn't give a shit if, like, you know, it kind of sucks that other races would, you know, look at us that way, but I wouldn't be upset because I'd be like, oh, I'm used to that. Yo, I wouldn't doubt y'all doing that. But I'm gonna say this really lightly, thin line between this shit. Your people that look like us, people that we could most likely relate to. When you see them going against you and they know the truth and they know what we go through, are you trying to fight it?
Well, what we actually going through?
I can see it on YouTube because people just want to be famous. They want to say some shit, highlight themselves on some bullshit. Yeah, I can see that. I see that every day on some dumbass, cool-looking niggas just doing that shit, right? But outside of that, people still go like, oh, Kanye, this Kanye's Kanye. He's the only one trying. And you stupid motherfuckers that can't even pay your bills buying motherfucking Yeezys.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't want to believe his word. You don't want to believe his words. A billionaire, first black man, a billionaire that's trying to tell you the truth. You don't believe that he say? He made it. You don't believe that he say, but you want to buy his shoe. You backwards, oxymorinated motherfuckers.
It's crazy.
This makes me sad for my motherfucking family.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who the hell? I gotta build a bubble. You gotta sit up there and take your whole family to an island to get away from these zombie ass people.
Real talk.
When you got something in your face, like, all right, this is off topic because I just did this today too, which pissed me off. So, I like to stroll down and start shit. I'm a fucking troller sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of the people I know on my Facebook page, right? She posts this extremely large female, half dressed, dancing. You know what she says? She goes and says, "This is a BBW. I hate when people think that this is fat."
It's a lot of mentally deranged people, boy.
If I pull up this motherfucking picture, manhood. If I pull up this picture, manhood, you like this bitch is fat.
I probably saw the damn picture around.
She's huge. But she said, no, that's BBW. I said, all right, so is that BBW on her leg? No, that's fat. Is that BBW on her arm? No, that's fat. If you go to the doctor and say, what's this extra weight on me? He goes, these fat cells, bitch, it's fat. I don't get it.
Don't get it at all.
You want to know, like, everybody's so sick. Oh, you can't call her fat. Then what the fuck is it? What is it? If you a hoe out here running the streets, people, oh, look at this pretty lady, upstanding citizen, selling her vagina to people. Oh, she's doing a great job. She's a fucking hoe. Don't call her a hoe. Please don't call her a hoe. What is she doing? She's hoeing around, but you can't call her that. What else is she then? Matter of fact, go marry the bitch. No, she's a hoe.
Contradiction.
Contradiction. Like, idiots, bro. Yes, Virgina.
Yep, contradiction. Contradiction to everything.
Like we said,
supposed yeah. Man, I tell a lot of these young men to, you just have to watch your generation. You probably don't know it now because I didn't know it young because I was growing up with a bunch of females. It was a situation where I was in the matrix as well a little bit with thinking to worship the matriarchy, all this other stuff, worship the woman no matter what. I don't give a shit if she crazy. I don't give a shit. She'll put your little ass in jail. Not by my grandmother, but most women in my family, they said, hey, you weak if you can't handle her. Like, handle what? Handle me taking my ass.
My weak because you are emotionally out of control.
Yes. I gotta be out of control with her.
Shut the fuck up. That's not being weak. If you say, bitch, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, that's not being weak. Sit your fuck ass the fuck down. You
have low self-esteem because you don't want your woman to going out all night long and things, this and that. Like you can't stand your ground as a man in a black community, especially when we was growing up. I ain't talking about 80 years ago. I'm talking about when we was growing up. All this matrix shit that whatever, you don't value nothing as a man, but you value the woman, whatever. Even in churches, they was talking about that TD Jakes and stuff like that, and how he's giving his daughter the form of everything. So now he already worshiped the woman. He said certain things that went viral a couple weeks ago, but that's not how he really feel. For 25 years, he been worshiping the woman, not even teaching them how do you actually value yourself? How do you actually raise a family? How do you and you ever notice they don't read the Bible no more? You ever notice them guys?
Into her, Paul, into her.
Yeah. They don't even read the Bible no more. You know what I mean? Eddie Long, all of them. They don't read the Bible no more. It's all about worshiping the woman. It's all about the degeneracy, this and that, third. So we're getting it from every frame of the world. We're getting it from the religious part. We're getting it from the hip hop part. We're just getting it from everything. What I'm saying? So it's a bunch of shit that we supposed to worship. We supposed to be in the matrix of the low level, one dimensional thinkers. This is what we're supposed to do.
I can't.
You
I
know,
can't.
I mean,
I can't. I don't
I
even when
refuse.
if I want to, I can't.
That's
I
why I
don't
feel
think like other people. I can't do it.
That's why I feel like an outsider.
I am an outsider.
Yeah, you know, it ain't nowhere in a world that this been a good thing to think the patriarchy isn't important. This is why our community is the lowest of the low.
Eddie Long.
You know, he said Eddie Long. This is why our community is the lowest of the low, because we, you know, even a lot of our women, they believe that they're better than a man. They literally, honestly believe that they are better than a man.
Try me.
You know, and it's like, and then they wonder why men are running away to a woman that's going to respect them. Don't tell me because I make more than you, whatever. Because statistically, black men make more. And if we did make more, Hispanic men make a lot less than us. It's a Hispanic man that can be selling oranges a day and still come home to a feminine woman, a woman that, you know, would do anything from his beck and call. So don't give me the financial stuff. Don't give me that, because that's just something
they talk all that shit because they get jobs sitting on their ass doing nothing.
Yeah.
In a desk. You
But
know what I mean? Why don't you go step in some shit? Why don't you go fucking pick up the concrete, build a fucking building? Why don't you go pick up some heavy shit and do it on a daily basis?
Yeah.
And then see how you feel then.
Absolutely.
Don't sit up there and knock my job because I'm working my ass off, come home, and my body hurt and want to be rubbed. You talk about, I make more money than you. Bitch, you sat at a fucking desk. You sat at a desk. My body hurt. I put in the work. I may not make more than you. Yeah, those desk jobs next to the boss, being his security, his slave. Yes.
Yeah.
You can make money because you work for him. He gonna give you the money for doing his shit. Bitch, give me my shit. That's what it is.
Exactly. And that's what it is. And this is what we talk about this whole thing because we led to all this is connected to the Kanye thing.
It is.
He says this. He talks about his father, what his father had to go through, you know, to try to, you know, to be in his life and stuff like that. He talks about all this stuff that the feminists don't want him to talk about. The socialists, the people that they think they're more progressive, don't want a famous, richest black man in the United States to talk about. This is the probably the biggest reason, you know, all this shit that's going on. This got to be one of the biggest reasons, because he's rich. He's wealthy. Fucking rich. He's wealthy. He got all this. He gone to all these different interviews, and people trying to tell him. It's like people are so entitled to tell, no matter how successful a black man is, they are so entitled to think they could tell this man how to think and what is wrong to them. It's like, God damn it, it's not wrong to me. You trying to? He laughs a little bit. He be laughing with some of them. Man, I'd be pissed because, you know, I'd be like, yo, you trying to tell me how to be, who I am supposed to be? Who are you? And this is what it is. They think they could do that because they think,
they try to tell you who you're supposed to be. They don't even know who they are.
Yeah. But it's mind blowing when you think you're entitled enough to tell that man if he's crazy or not, and this is how he's supposed to think. You shouldn't say that. It's like the guy was saying, "Oh, that's racist." You're saying about DEF CON and all this. Yo,
speaking of that, let's get.
He said it's more racist. Say it again.
I said, speaking of DEF CON, let's get to that video because I think that's where it kind of is at the beginning. Let's see here. Let's get to it.
Hopefully it don't skip. And let's just for people that don't know, the man is a genius.
He said he's a genius.
Musical genius, lyrical genius.
He ain't saying that
Fashion
now.
icon. That's how influential he is. Right now, last time he came here, he said, cancel me. He pointed to himself. He said, cancel me. They did not cancel. They could not cancel. When I left Gap, I moved, we made this t-shirt like all the Tremendous stuff we're doing right now, which is a flip on Supreme, where the guy that used to work for me, Tremaine, is now at Supreme.
I just want to say this before I keep going. It's not the full interview. I just put a couple clips together that made some sense.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we can go further into that a little bit later. But for the main point is, so I took it over to Dove Charney at LA Apparel, and he founded Los Angeles Apparel. So then we made the White Lives Matter tees, and then when I put up the tweet, the DEF CON tweet, now he ain't releasing the tee because he's Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the Black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. And we understand
Like the platform that he on now.
What the Jewish people have done and how they brought their people together. You know, they came into money through the lawyers. Like the Catholics, they wouldn't divorce people. Right. So the Jewish lawyers came and they were willing to divorce people. That's when they first came into their money. Like if somebody tells me something, it's like, yo, I want to tell you this, but it's a secret. I'm like, I'm not your personal hard drive. Like if you want to.
Oh, that's the next subject.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But yeah. That's what secrets and all that bullshit. But nah, but like you said, like he was saying about the Jews, they own you and you let them own you. Like he also said, name a Black person that writes off for a Jewish person. You don't. That's never gonna happen. I'm not gonna say never gonna happen. You don't see that at all.
Nope.
Now he said about Jewish people, Black people under the Jews, mostly all of them, 90%. He says. But those are the stats that we don't see. Yeah, right. It's in your face, bro. We talk about it all the time. but yet they don't want to see that. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yep.
Everything he said, besides, like, even with the autopsy report he said about George Floyd, I understand that. But when he said that he was barely on his neck, nah, bro. That's only the thing I couldn't believe. Or could believe. I know not to believe because I saw it. You know what I'm saying? He was on his neck, but he was trying to make a different point about it. But that motherfucker was on his neck, choking the fuck out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I was kind of confused why you say that.
Me too.
But even if he says that, it don't really matter, bro. Because why are you trying to sue that man for his opinion?
Well,
is anybody going out there trying to sue the white people and say we didn't even kill him? Are they trying to sue them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she ain't try to kill. She didn't try to sue the police station the way she's trying to sue.
Everybody wants to take Black men down bad,
and I'm pretty sure she probably one of the reasons why George Floyd allegedly. She probably one of the reasons why George Floyd is the way he is because he probably was stressing out trying to get money and doing this.
Nobody's talking about that either. Oh, why is your son a drug dealer? Why is the drug user? Why is he not? Why is he on that shit? Why he look that way? Why he acting that way? Why you're his mom? Why he a fucking crackhead?
Yeah.
And you want to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like they don't want to. Nobody want to talk about that real shit because we want to put. And no disrespect to the women that's watching this, man. I want to make this super duper clear from me. No disrespect, but again, you have to be. Let's be real. Just like there's a lot of brothers out there that's doing a lot of bullshit, a lot of shit that's killing our communities. We got a lot of sisters that doing this shit too. That's everybody not sisterhood. Everybody not sisterhood.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah,
Don't talk about the sisterhood.
you know,
This
you know?
the chat room will go from 4 views to 35. All these black women come and attack you.
For
Don't
real,
talk about the sisterhood.
for real. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck your sisterhood.
You know, for real. But we got to really understand and interject what's going on. Like, ready to sue because the media told her to sue 154 million, whatever, how they do it, whatever. It's like I said, just like you said, they want to tear down any black man that don't speak like they want us to speak. They, you know,
every black person next show. Watch, tear them all down.
Yeah.
Our next show is what we call "Black People Are Weak."
This like what happened to like Mr. The Kevin Samuels, like the way they was talking about
peace,
that.
Godfather.
Yeah, definitely. The way they was talking about that man, like he killed hundreds of thousands of kids in the womb. Let's get it in.
No, let's get it in.
You know what I'm saying?
Car, motherfucker. This motherfucker was trying to get people married, trying to get women to understand what they doing, but y'all killing kids on a regular basis. Y'all niggas genocide? Holocaust? Y'all did all that shit.
They mad at a man.
And they mad at the men.
That was making everybody accountable in the black community. Not this you bitch, you chicks. He was doing that to men too. He was making everybody accountable.
But that man
that's
got
what black people hate.
From mostly women, beta ass niggas.
Yep.
And then even when he died, these clay faced celebrity bitches wanted slaying him on his deathbed because all he wanted was people to get married, and he was calling bitches out for their shit.
Yeah, for the bullshit that they've been indoctrinated.
This is what we talking about, man.
For the bullshit.
To be honest with you, this is what I think we should do, man, because we are one of the most powerful beings in the world. Men should separate. Black men who stick together, get the fuck away from these goddamn people, yo, because they're going to destroy good people. And you see it happening every day. There's going to come to a point where America is an Amazon layer of strong black women, which they should be strong. But the way y'all going about it, y'all Amazonians, nigga. Y'all want to fight us. You want to challenge us. You want to beat us. To be, I'm be dead serious. And this shouldn't have to go this far. And I hate that I have to say this. Y'all still, in this meantime, y'all still don't know men. And what you don't know about men is when our back is against the wall, we fight.
Yeah.
The world is huge, so our back isn't against the wall right now. Push us even further. We see it already. That's why you see dudes out there killing their girls, killing their wives. You keep pushing the nigga to the limit. Guess what he gonna do? Dude, yo, black men are tired. We have the mental health is worse in black men all around the world, more than anything, because every way we turn, it's not only a closed door or a brick wall, it comes with punches and kicks too.
Yeah.
And if you fall in front of the door, they stomping on your face.
Some of them people don't even give a shit. A lot of them don't even care, man.
Nobody cares about black men whatsoever.
But that's, I say it all the time, that's cool. Just that it's great. You should be happy that it's people like Kevin Samuels. Is more men trying to, like, even the dude that I always talk about, Chronicles of Judah. You should be happy. It's a lot of men out there that's like educating young men. So you could be on the bullshit. You're protected. You're protected by the government. You're protected by everybody in the high society or what have you. You're protected. You can do whatever you want. But don't get mad because we're trying to educate men to be men, to see how much value that they really have. Because, again, this is why we the weakest culture. Like, you can say whatever you want statistically, on anything, any aspect. We the weakest culture because we don't give a shit about the little boy. We don't give a shit about the little black boy. We don't give a shit. We don't really care about. Wait, real quick. We don't really care about Kanye and so-called his mental problems. They can't wait till the dude die so they could go on Twitter and say how he was this and that and third. And you would think he killed millions and millions of children.
You want to know why Vivica Fox waited till he died to say something?
Because she's a coward.
Destroyed her. He would have destroyed her if she said that shit while he was alive. And
she's
her reputation would have been down the drain anyway because you're making fun of a man that wanted to put men and women together. And the only thing they was mad about is, in order to be the woman for your man, in order to be the man for your woman, you have to find yourself and realize you ain't this and you ain't that you think you are.
Yeah, I had to learn that.
To the point where, guess what? Like I said, humble yourself to the point where you're not like, oh, this is not just a big black woman. She's a great big black woman. And it's fine to be this way. No, bitch, you're fat, overweight, and you need to lose some. That's the facts.
Simple.
It's the fucking facts.
Simple.
No, you can't say that she's not fat. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. But you should say overweight. Yes, that too. How many different words you want to call it? Just like me, my stomach's big now too. I'm not gonna say, well, you know, there's a whole bunch of muscle. This nigga, my stomach got fat. I'm overweight my damn self. But I can say that I'm fat.
Yeah, I'm not a thick black man or whatever.
I'm pleasantly plump right now, and please don't say this because my stomach and I'm so sensitive. Shut the fuck up. I'm fat right now. If I don't want to be fat, I hit the fucking gym. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to reality? Whatever happened to facts? I knew that facts was going down the drain when I looked in the dictionary and seen the word Nigger. It changed from ignorance to a slander against black people. That's the new definition of nigger right now.
That's the wokey woke.
They took the whole definition out. Just like, what does they call it? The Mandela effect?
Mm-hmm.
Just changing shit. Just changing shit.
That's the wokey wokes for you. That's the they're winning too. Let's be honest. They're winning. These people on the so-called progressive, they're winning because the mainstream media, all of them is indoctrinating things that's trying to bring things to form. But you know who's leading the way? The people don't talk about it. And a lot of these companies own it because they own America. China leading that way. But if you go to China has a rule that they're not allowing feminine men on TV.
They're not letting that Western. They're not letting Western.
Yeah, they're not letting it.
Yeah, they'll fight it. But you know what? They'll support it for over here.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to allow it over here because they know it's going to fuck up their whole world. If they allow
absolutely.
It. It's like it's fucking up ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
How can you not see that? I can't even. There's no point in me even saying anything about it because every day we see the dumbest motherfuckers see the truth in their face and then they fight against it. But they want better. They say they want better, but they don't act on it. And then they go against themselves anyway, talking shit. You dumb, stupid, oxymoronated motherfuckers. I want to make up words too, goddammit.
Yeah, you say what it. They just want to lead the way they want to lead. They want to
go ahead. But we
I should say they want a leader. They want a leader that they can agree with, not that they can have a real conversation with. Somebody they can agree with. Somebody they can.
They want a leader that agrees with them.
Say it again.
They want a leader that agrees with them. They want a leader that wants to see 50-50 down the line the whole time. They want to have their say in every bit of the leadership. That's not how you lead.
Yeah. they want everything, somebody to lead them. You know, and people can say what they want about certain things, about we don't want that, you want that, you down with the white man, this and that third. I want to tell them I'm not down with nobody. I'm a pro. I want to make it clear. I'm a pro-truth guy. I don't give a fuck about.
Truth is great.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about nothing that most people are talking about. I'm a pro-truth guy.
I like that, pro-truth.
You know what I'm saying? And it is real, because anybody that say things that I don't agree with, if they want me to interject, I will. But I'm a type of person, I'm gonna move along, because you can't have a conversation with most of these people. So it's one of them things that it's gonna go left, and hopefully they go right. You know, hopefully we walk different paths, because I don't want to say anything to you, because I know you don't want to be educated enough. Until you're ready, we can have this conversation. But a lot, they don't want to be ready. They don't be ready.
My whole thing is this: what I'm always saying, I'm gonna say it from now on, because of what I see, because I don't want to involve my shit in everybody else's shit. What I say is this: the advice I give men, advice I'm gonna give men is this: if you're being used and abused, stop what you're doing right now. Think about yourself first. If the woman's not on your page and she stress you the fuck out, she don't understand that you're doing the right thing, leave the bitch alone. Go about your way.
Yep.
Realize where your purpose is and where you need to be.
Yep.
If you really like her, figure out where you are. Go back and see if she still want to be on your page. If not, bye. We are capable of getting anything and anybody we want to, but we be selling for the one that want to yell in our face all the goddamn time. No. I'm not gonna follow everybody to their status quo. No, I want peace. I want peace. I don't want to be yelled at. I don't even want somebody talking to me like they know what the fuck they talk about when they know that what they don't. I don't want you saying shit to me unless you know what you're talking about. I don't like dumb questions. I don't even like talking to people unless they know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't even want you to acknowledge me unless you're going to say something that makes sense.
And then don't forget those people that think they're smarter than you. You having a conversation. Yeah, I get a lot of these people that think they're smarter than me, because I'm listening to what they have to say. You know what I mean? Because that's what grown people do. We listen. Oh, okay, yeah. And then you rebuttal whatever they say, and then now they start throwing jabs at you, shaming tactics, and telling you, well, I got this. This is the degree I got. This is what I worked at. This is who I know.
What I hate when you always like 85% right with that person, and they still want to keep questioning you. Like every time you ask, I prove you wrong. So why you keep questioning? You jump on the train and shut the fuck up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Shut up.
It happens just like that. It happens all the time.
Like, come on.
It happens all the time. And I see that shit all the time. Conversations you just have amongst people, you know, when you do your little, you know, people get their little trolling on, you know, all right, let's go with it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And it just gets so mad. I'm gonna send you something on what the conversation he was having with this soy boy. This is what I'm about to send you. Right? Hold on a second. I just let you look at it.
While you're sitting, I'm gonna play some more.
Okay, cool.
Be a secret? Don't tell me. I'm not here to keep nobody's secrets, because it's only the truth that's gonna set us free. And what they do is the Jewish community, especially in the music industry, they'll take, in the entertainment period, they'll take one of us, the brightest of us, right, that can really feed a whole village, and they'll take us and milk us till we die, and then Stevie Wonder's son got to get a job.
What do you think about that?
What I was about to say, they was talking about that, and some guy was like, oh, he act like he likes Stevie Wonder's son, and this and that and third. That was black. He's Black Lives. And I'm like, what the fuck? What that got to do with what he just said?
It don't even got nothing to do with Stevie Wonder's son, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
How stupid people are. They don't even see it.
And he's saying Stevie Wonder made so many hits for the last 60 years, fuck up 20, 30 years, since the damn 60s, that he should be rich enough that his son's son should never work
for nothing.
For nothing. He milked them. The non-religious J community milked them until he has no money. Now his son, you got to work. You know, is it our fault? Maybe. Because we don't look at it like we think everybody our friend, especially when they're a non-black person. You know how we are. If it's a non-black person telling us something, we agree with him and we think he or she is the best thing popping. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but when it comes to us and we telling you something, we don't know. Stevie Wonder probably had a lot of so-called black friends that was telling him, no, Steve, you shouldn't do that. This is your nest egg. Don't let them take it. He was like, so-and-so got me. He got me. Yeah. You know what I mean? He got me. He, you know, and black folks are like that. Anything a non-black person say to them, a lot of these, especially these pro-black, not to say Stevie Wonder is pro-black, whatever, but especially these pro-blacks, they quick to believe a white man when he's tickling their chin when it comes to victimhood. Where he's saying, yeah, I'm on your side, just vote for me. And I ain't doing shit for you. See, we quick to that. So, say it again.
So I'm about to put your video up.
Yeah. It's just the fact of the matter is that's what he's saying. The damn grandmother, his great grandkids shouldn't even have to work, let alone his damn son.
It's sad, bro. It's sad.
And they don't want him to speak that truth because he know the new generation, they hear what if they really enlightful in the critical thinkers and enlightful thinkers, they're gonna look at that and say, what?
I don't even know what a critical thinker is anymore, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Because I don't see none. Hold on, my bad. Hold on. I'm gonna be dead honest. The reason why I chose this panel of the men is because of critical thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like to stick to. And that's why I stick to the same motherfuckers.
Right.
But I don't see people with critical thoughts, bro. I see people being critics.
Yep.
I see people being critics with no thought.
The smartest people too.
No thought.
And the smartest people too.
I can't. There's no such thing. If you can be well-rounded, you're not really smart.
Yeah, these so-called intelligent, educated people, they be the most non-critical thinkers in the world. And I be saying to myself, they're not that dumb. It's just the fact of the matter is, no, they might be that dumb. To be honest with you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They might be really
are that dumb. They are.
You know, they might be in a situation where they just feel like, you know, whatever they're saying is not wrong. They really feel like that. But the thing is, they won't even try to research things. They won't even try to say, maybe he's right, but let me look at this. See, that's what a critical thinker is. A critical thinker is like, all right, let me, you know, when I first hear it, I disagree with it, but let me see if it's true or not. See, that's a critical thinker to me, you know?
Right. Let me blow this up real quick.
From New York, now to my extraordinary exclusive interview with Ye, previously known, of course, as Kanye West. One of the most famous and influential artists in the world, has been causing global outrage over the past 2 weeks with anti-Semitic tirades, which led to him being cancelled by social media platforms. I wanted to give him the opportunity to set the record straight and explain what he said. Well, eventually, he apologized for what he said was hurtful comments about the Jewish people.
Oh my
God. It took a while to get there. It was a fiery conversation.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Can I stop this real quick? Hold on. Here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna say right here. This is You know what real strength is? To be able to take criticism, to be able to have somebody talk all the shit about you, you just like, yeah, whatever. You know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what you're capable of doing. What if you have strength, you wouldn't have to worry about what they talking about. You wouldn't have to worry about Kanye West saying anything to you if you were strong.
Yep.
Minded and strong. Keep to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where's the strength in canceling people? Where's the strength in that? That's not power. That's Napoleonism. You being a Napoleon.
Yeah.
You still I can't have you talk about me. Let me cancel you. So
A beta male.
Bitch, you a bitch.
Yep. He's a feminist. That guy is known to be a feminist male. He was
a bitch, and anybody who cancels anybody is a bitch.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the fuck they are.
He just was interviewing with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate had to tell him
he slaughtered his ass. I see that shit. Andrew Tate slaughtered his ass.
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Andrew
He was
Tate,
trying to call
I like
Andrew.
that. He's like on top of shit, like and fast too. Ooh, thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Full
He was
interview
getting at his
later
ass.
this week. But here's the moment I think will get most people
Oh
talking.
shit.
You don't hold accountability to my pain. You're being a Karen.
I'm talking
You
about.
don't
I'm
hold
talking. I'm not a
accountability
Karen,
to the pain.
I'm not a Karen, and I'm not going to cancel you, and I'm not going to uncensor you. I'm simply going to challenge you on what you're saying. I think you
can't
don't
cancel me.
understand the pain that you've been causing with some of these comments, and I think that one in particular, I can
wanna
understand.
hear
God forbid one comment could cause people to feel any of the pain that my people have went through for years. Even like the blacks being ushered to the left during the civil rights movement. No one has cared about black people.
Okay, why does
no?
All right.
No one has
Turn it off real
I
quick.
I agree that the racism against black people.
I'm still
has
slow.
been
Oh, no, that's all right. That's all right. He said no one's just like he said no one cared. No one's cared about ushering in black people to the left back in the day. And then when he was about to try to speak to what he was going to finish, he tried to rebut. He tried to talk over him. They get mad when you really talk that real history. They get mad
Because but that's everybody. They get mad when you speak the facts.
Yeah, he's like, how did he hurt? Most non-religious Jewish people are mad at him because he's letting people know that black celebrities and non-religious Jewish J people have a bad relationship. It's like a battered wife relationship when it comes to all this. How many times we got to keep on seeing people like a Dame Dash, people like even Michael Jackson, people like Prince tell you about what's going on in the industry. All these other people telling you about what's going on in the industry all day, every day. How many times we got to keep on saying that? This is all he's saying, and that's what they mad about. They ain't mad about no so-called DEFCON. They ain't mad about that. What they mad about is him speaking on a relationship with non-religious J people and Black American entertainers.
Because they know if we all stick together, which if they really thought about it, they don't have to say nothing or cancel nobody. You wanna know why? Because niggas can't seem to come together anyway. So what are you mad about?
And niggas want to cancel any black man they want that think a different type of way.
Cancel black men. Like, come
yeah.
on. Look at who we
Absolutely.
have here. 7 in the motherfucking.
What is going on, my people?
What up, baby?
Man, what type of trouble you getting into?
We can say that. We can say that, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yes, my people.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So what's going on tonight, man? What type of trouble y'all starting?
You know we all on that.
Me and man here are the trouble starters.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real talk.
We talk about this Kanye West bullshit where it's basically we're using Kanye. What's going on with him to talk about how black people cannot come together. Black people are going against black people just because they're conditioned to go against black people with no thought. Even with the common sense, the truth, everything in our faces that we know he's telling the truth about, black people are still willing to go against him because they're scared people. They're scared of everything. They're scared of themselves.
Okay. I'm feeling you, but I'm feeling the devil's advocate too, because
let's get it.
I like
because you have to consider, what do sociologists and social scientists, engineers, systems, what do psychologists, what is psychological warfare, and how that works. Mm-hmm. And I think, unfortunately, and I'm just gonna say this because y'all been going at it for a while, I know, Kanye, I don't think he's really stupid. I think he does this stuff for real. I don't think people think I think he does this on purpose. And he gonna make more money. Because he's killing birds with one stone, or they call it, right? They killing a bird with one stone. Yeah.
He is having fun. He is making money off it. And he's also trying to show people how dumb they are.
Yeah.
And you know who the dumb motherfuckers are?
Yeah.
Black people.
Yeah. But you got to remember, we're loyal to culture and heritage. We're not loyal to what's right. We have the culture of foolery. Let's just call it that. Tennis shoes, Cadillacs, and trying to be a superstar.
Wait. Stop. Keep me talking shit about the Cadillacs now. I got me a Cadillac, man. You know what I mean? And because I like it. I'm struggling with it, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting there, I can't pay rent, so let me get a $1 million rims on it so I can look good without being able to pay rent type shit.
But think about that. Yeah.
That's not me.
And we don't own it. Yeah.
But this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, how black people want to go against black people so fucking bad. And they ain't for what? Because they're weak-minded motherfuckers. How many times have you talked to somebody and you were trying to explain to them the simplest something with common sense, and they're like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because it just takes one thought. Thought.
Yeah, but here's the deal. This is Donahue 2022. This is Phil Donahue 2022. When he had what is her name?
Yeah,
oh man,
what's her name?
The sister.
I know, what was her name? I forgot. I know who you talking about too.
Oh man. Because Sister Soldier and the other one. But
was her name Some Ali?
Yes, and he had Sister Soldier on.
Yeah.
And here's the situation. Did Phil Donahue have a problem with them on the show? Not one issue. Mm-hmm. Even when he was listening to the opinion, even about the ISIS paper. And the thing is, we would rather watch a Pepsi commercial where Michael Jackson caught on fire and be entertained than to deal with the truth. So, but here's the thing, though. What they intended to be the demise of us, now that's the norm. So I don't think there's even a ethnicity thing anymore. People follow everything. People follow. You know, it's. I ain't gonna say it's funny because you shouldn't laugh at stupid stuff, but yeah, people are always gonna argue about something they're not comfortable. Perfect example today. There's a company that has a fleet of cars that do the Uber Black. Mm-hmm. And the gentleman's like, I'll give you the car. It's a 40-60 split. We pay for the insurance, we do the gas, we do everything. You know, it's about, you make between $3,000 to $5,000 a week. But the issue was paying that amount. Paying somebody, you feel me?
Yeah.
Paying somebody 60% of my income. And we got in an argument because I'm like, why do black people always have to make people rich? When do we ever get a share shake? And it was like, well, that is a share shake. You're using their car and they're paying for it. They're paying for the insurance. I'm like, but wouldn't those bills be covered in the first week
Yes, they would.
for the full month? Well, it's still a good deal. You should jump on it. I'm like, would you do it? And then a conversation gets some kind of,
Well,
like,
you know, we got to do the yeah.
it's the same thing here. And I'm not, but here's the thing too. Y'all might kick me off the show for this. Not everybody,
It doesn't happen here.
everybody with our skin color ain't our people.
Listen, no. I can never kick because that's exactly what I said. Exactly
Beginning
what
of the
I
show.
said.
Right at the
I said
beginning of
right
the
at the
show.
beginning. I said if there was a black guy that was a murderer and a rapist and all that type of shit, is he your people?
No, he ain't my people. He ain't my
He's
people.
not your people, right? But he's black.
Yeah.
And I said this because I had a conversation in a bar with someone, and they were like, "Oh, you know, black people, they're all my people." So I said, "You're not. No, they're not your people. How are they your people? Oh, because we're black. We're supposed to stick together. Do we? No.
No, we
Now, if
don't.
there was a guy that was a rapist and a murderer, is he your people? No. Okay, then. What? Like, but he's black. Okay, yeah. So I see we're still stupid.
And that's the problem. And I think that's the thing. So we can't have.
We'll sit there and say that with the knowledge and the oxymoron in our face and the common sense in our face, and we're still going against it. Like, what do you mean?
Because people want what they want. People aren't thinking. Think about it. There's times when I'm not thinking. I'm like, yo, I kind of want to listen to Brother Lynch Hung. But I'm like, yo, if I'm listening to this, I might want to go shoot somebody.
Yeah, but I'd rather, I don't want to knock anything to listen to and learn from. If you are, even if you're a freaking Nazi and you were trying to say shit, I want to hear what you got to say about your Nazi shit. Why are you a Nazi?
And some of them are some smart motherfuckers.
Yeah, extremely.
And I'm
That's
like,
why
damn.
that's why they always doing the movie about them.
They wanted to kill people.
And that goes to the thing with Kanye. And let me be careful before I open my mouth when he was gonna say something about the Jewish people. But here's the thing: show me one Jewish group jumped in when Floyd got killed, or jumped in when these situations were affecting our community, or when the Asians were being attacked. And I think it's
we'll wait.
Yeah, we're gonna get cut off the air. Probably sleep because of that.
Cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Yeah.
And you know we telling the truth. And you know what? Right now, anybody who's listening, if you see this shit will get cut, if you don't believe what the fuck we're talking about,
Yeah.
I hope they send you to an island so the predators can fucking send y'all niggas somewhere. Now let me ask y'all a question. Like we said, all black people ain't our people. So do you think we should separate the black people who want to progress in life from the motherfuckers who just want to sit back and do nothing in their life and believe the same rhetoric?
We have to. But here's what happens though. When we do that, we find that there's white people you gotta leave behind. There's Latin, the Latin community you gotta leave behind. Because at the end of the day, but what I'm saying is at the end of the day, they're gonna graft into our movement.
Follow us then. If you want to get right, then you follow. You don't, stay back. That's the whole point. And that's where I was saying a show before about shaming. Actually, it came up on In Love with Kimberly Michaels about shaming. That's a part of shaming. Sorry, I cannot align myself with your bullshit and fuckery because it's gonna lead me downhill. So what I'm going to do is leave you behind and show you my back. That's shaming. That's shaming. Just like if you want to be married, stop hanging around with hoes. If you want to be a man, stop hanging out with children.
Yeah.
That's a part of shaming.
Right here.
Everybody wants to think shaming is let me drag you through the streets and ring a bell. Shame. Like that show that was on you know what I mean? I forgot what show it was. Everybody watches. But the lady had to go, the queen actually had to go through the fucking town and be shamed.
Really?
She actually deserved this shit. But that's not the shame that I'm talking about because we don't do that shit no more. I'm talking about leave them motherfuckers behind.
Yeah.
Show them that you're building a life. And if they want that life, they'll change their life up and try to go over there with us.
Yeah.
We need to stop pedestalizing bad behavior and bullshit. And just like I said earlier, I don't think you were here, Seven. I was strolling down Facebook, and I have to say this because it's ridiculous. Scrolling down Facebook, and it's one of the people of mine that I know. That's typing, you type faster than a motherfucker. But,
yeah, I'm trying to promote it. Hey, I'm trying to put it out.
So I'm scrolling down Facebook, and the music started popping up. You know, I play it first, and I watch it. She has to be about 350 pounds, bro. A woman.
That's not me. What the hell
a woman, 350 pounds, man. She's wearing a tank top and some little shorts, and it's nothing but everything hanging out, right?
Right.
She goes and says to the title, "This is BBW. I'm tired of people saying that this is fat."
Well,
I'll bring that motherfucking picture up right now, man.
Nah, I but I think that's part of the, I think that's part of the problem. We live in a time where people feel like it's okay to justify what's not scientifically healthy or scientifically right. If we just be honest with ourselves, people want to.
We should allow murderers to murder them, right?
I think somebody will argue that at some point.
Oh, they will argue, but here's the thing: being huge is not healthy. It's not really us. We already know where it came from. So we know that's not supposed to be the norm and not supposed to be what it is. Neither is murdering. Even though, as a mammal, as a human, killing our shit to get what we want is what we were born, what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but I think for them, as
now,
long as they know we're killing each other, I think that's the thing. I think that when the data started coming out about obesity and these different type of things, these documentaries that were just saying, "Yo, this is killing you," I think people just literally took to the. I ain't gonna say to the healthy lifestyle. I think people started realizing, like somebody was arguing with me that McDonald's French fries is just French fries. It's just tomatoes. Just potatoes. That's it. I'm like, that's the strangest potato on the planet. But we know it creates obesity. You feel what I'm saying? And it's how you spin it. And it goes right back to the beginning of the conversation I jumped in with you. People going to believe what they want to believe. They're not going to stay to the truth. They're going to allow the narrative to be skewed however it sounds good to them.
Yep.
I don't mind it, though. Just keep that shit to yourself.
But at some point, you have to start telling people, you know what I mean?
Shut the fuck up.
Play a little bit more of that video. I mean, that interview.
Right.
The Kanye?
The interview or?
What I sent you. Just a little more. Let Seven get into it.
Oh shit! What type of shenanigans y'all get me in trouble with?
Oh, they about to do like you.
Oh, him!
Shameful, unacceptable, and thank God the world is beginning to move to a better place about the way it has treated black people like you. However, one form of racism doesn't justify.
It's almost in a better place.
Well, one form of racism doesn't justify another.
It's not a better place.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm finishing my sentences. You can respond. Pause
that real quick and go back again.
It is racism when you say I'm going deaf.
When he starts talking about one type of racism to another, can you go back to that? Because I don't know according to the definition of racism. I just want to make sure I heard him correctly. Let's get it.
One form of racism. It is racism when you say I'm going deaf for Jewish people.
I was in a position.
Is that what you want to hear?
Hurt,
yeah.
And this is the way I had the right to express myself. The point of this interview is for you to question me and then for me to answer and say, okay, even though the same rules are not applied to my people, if a person with a gun or drugs is pulled over and has three other people in the car, they're all going to jail. I'm not going to apply that to Jewish people for the sake of this conversation. Isn't that what you wanted? But you know what you did? You tried to civil rights me. You tried to pull me back to a week ago. But we're here today. There's been plenty of conversations and commentary since that. But you want me to go back to 1960.
No.
You want me to go back to 7 days ago.
All right, let me jump in. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect.
Okay, so have we grown? Have we grown?
Here's how we grow. Yeah. Here's how we grow. I want you to reflect.
No, have we grown? Have we grown? You're not in charge of my growth. You're not in charge of my growth.
That's what he did.
Let me phrase it like this. I'm about to suggest to you how you may grow if you choose to grow this way. And you can ignore me. You can ignore me.
Pierce, how much money are you worth?
Not as much as you, sadly.
All right, then shut the fuck up.
Exactly. So take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business advice.
Why would I listen to you?
Well, why do you hear what my advice is and then work out if I'm wrong? Can we do that deal?
Well, the thing is, you haven't given me any credit or a moment of reflection for the comparison that I made, the brilliant, if I do say so myself, comparison
I love that beer.
that I made to the cops pulling over one black person and locking everyone up.
What you're
and
saying.
my tweet having issues. Wait a second, I wasn't done with the sentence. My tweet referring to all Jewish people, I said, for the sake of this conversation, I will refer to the business people who have destroyed me and my people and my fellow creatives. But you didn't even accept that I gave you that. You tried to push me back into 1960.
No, I didn't.
You tried to push me back into last week.
No, I didn't.
Okay, do you accept that example that I gave you?
I understand completely the example you gave me. I think all racism is wrong.
So I feel that we've grown.
I would like you to reflect.
I feel we've grown.
If
Do you feel we've grown?
If you've now changed what you wanted to say originally, my question for you is: do you now regret saying DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I don't think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
You know,
Wait.
I'm sorry for the people that I hurt with the DEFCON, the confusion that I call. I feel like I cause hurt and confusion. And I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I use my platform where you say hurt people. And I was hurt.
It's an uncensored interview. You said something which you've now wished you hadn't said, and you've apologized. I actually think that says a lot about you, right? That shows you've got that ability to be self-aware, to understand when you cross a line.
Yeah, I would want to punch this motherfucker in the face.
Energy and creativity and your passion.
You hear the insults?
The way that you talk constantly and in such an extraordinary manner, you're going to trip up. You're going to say things the wrong way. I don't think there's anything wrong in when you do that.
No more.
What you just
No
did.
more.
Say, I'm sorry, I crossed the line. I apologize.
I want to say that it's wrong to hold an apology hostage.
Can I ask y'all a question?
And I gotta let go of that.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the line to be crossing? Who the fuck?
Let's go back.
Who the fuck these people think they are? Where there's a line to cross.
You got to go back to what he said. He literally in 2022 asserted that that Yeezy. Now I would never believe I would say this. I'm team Kanye right now. That he would even say Kanye has the ability to be racist. To be racist, you must control the military, control the education, control the government, and control the medicine.
Control people's thoughts, process, people movements. That's
what
racist.
Black person in America has that type of governmental, political, agricultural? So this is why people get lost, or people are now starting to say Black people can be racist, because they have no understanding of the word racism or the word of critical thinking or the process of it. So let's pull it together in a...
Shout out to Lockhart in the building.
Let's pull it in a small canister. Kanye said, "Do you have my money?" then you got my type of money. So why are you
Right.
trying to judge me based on your
Right.
lens of the story?
As I said at the beginning, of the live, I was saying that these people really believe that no matter how successful a black man is, and that's not just non-black people. I'm talking about mostly black people. No matter how successful black men are, you're still under them. You're still below the dirt.
And that's exactly the way he was speaking to Kanye. Exactly the way he was speaking to him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
But
the
maybe you
problem
should do
that
like
people
he just
don't.
said, why should I be taking advice from you when I'm successful? I'm $11 billion successful. And as you see, they trying to get at me because of that shit. And only because I'm trying to tell
Bingo,
the truth.
because they don't want you to. And this is the thing that pissed me off. I'm sitting there talking today. Well, you should take why, and I said it, and I couldn't say it. The person was Caucasian. I said, why do black people always have to take the L? I can't take the L anymore. It's in America's ideology to say, you know what? At least you're at the table. At least you have a job. At least you have a position. At least you have, and that's the problem that we have always been silent about. There is no such thing as a seat at the table. Kanye just proved it. And at the end of the day, I'm not against Jewish people, but you show me one Jewish person go jump in front of a bullet a cop is pulling out when he pull out his gun.
Well, name one that's talking about it or trying to fight against it.
Or and more specifically, show me one Jewish professional in the music industry has apologized for what he has created in our community through music.
Name one that shows their face.
Well, again.
Like they're hidden.
But that's the problem with the Jewish community too. They're okay with being lumped in with the devil. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Okay with being lumped in with the devil? The coon-ass black people who could sit there and know that the truth is in their face would still be like, no, we can't do this. Oh, let's kiss the ring. Oh, he's wrong. He's crazy. That motherfucker don't know what he's doing. Yes, he the fuck does.
Yes, he does.
And it's not, I'm not even going to use the word woke.
But what did they do?
Eliminate the word woke now because woke people is the ones who wake up at 9:30 in the morning and go to work. That's the only woke you know about. Because what he's doing is a woke in a motherfucker. And all the mad black people fighting against this man.
That's what I like about even the.
But you want to sit up there, but this is, you know what pisses me off? This fucking marching bullshit. That's what pisses me off. Everybody, the kids, bro, I'm gonna take you straight the fuck up. Let a fucking cop kill any one of my family members or kids. I'm gonna punch the people in the face that want to march for it, and then I'm taking a family tree down. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm not gonna sit there and grieve through a march or through talking on a mic, talking about, oh, cuz they need justice, cuz you better arrest them. They're not gonna do shit. I'm taking it responsible. I'm going full force to whoever and whatever is responsible for the death of my child.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get about these. But all the black people, oh, we need help. We need to march. You march for what? Your kid ain't coming back through a march, and you ain't gonna get no fucking justice through a march.
They march.
I want, just like the Bible says, I want an eye for your eye.
Hold on, no. I got to put the gavel out on you because you don't believe in the Bible, so you don't get to use that verse. Only Bible believers.
No. Oh no, I get to use the Bible because y'all want to believe in it also.
Yeah, we believe it.
But hold on, but y'all want to talk through the Bible and say eye for an eye. So I'm gonna say something that y'all believe in. I want an eye for an eye.
So let's bring this back.
Without the Bible, that's what I believe in, regardless.
Right. So
you
let's
take
bring
my
it back
fam,
to
I'm
the
taking yours.
But here's the most important part, and I want to hear a little bit more about this. With this interview. Why, when you have someone, and I love what he said in the interview, he goes, why do when you bring up mental health, it automatically discredits someone's credibility? And I asked two people to jump on specifically, and they may comment on the video and Kanye because I think they're more aware of just the media. But what baffles me and what you were saying is, why do we always jump on the bandwagon of the fool? And what I mean by the fool specific is when the media says, well, Kanye West is a fraud, or when they said, when Malcolm X says, well, I no longer believe that white people are, then he, you know what I mean? But he's dead. It's like whenever we go against the narrative of saying we all should be able to get bread, we should always have some type of stake in this country, in this world, and then you got this dude telling Kanye he crazy.
Right.
Exactly.
And that just proves my point, bro. It just proves my point. That no matter what level you reach, no matter what you say to somebody, the billionaire, millionaire, the smartest man on this earth, as long as you black doing that, you get no credit worth shit. No matter what. The man's a billionaire, obviously. And successful, walking around as a billionaire. Obviously, he's doing something right. You can't be too crazy being a billionaire. You can't be too off your rockers and make billions successfully. You can't make a business decisions correctly being a crazy man.
He's an artist.
This is what I understand. And you got mad people going against this man. Y'all niggas out here going against him don't even got a dollar to their goddamn name and got all this shit to say about a billionaire that's successful doing what he needs to do.
And something that he honestly don't even need to talk about. He don't have to talk about this. He can go, just like he was saying, one comment
he go to Hawaii and he said, but God gave him a message.
Yeah, and I really believe God put him in the path of, bringing out the truth without trying to sugarcoat it, without trying to hide behind words by just tweeting something somebody said and he retweeted. He's actually saying exactly what he wants to say. And as many people don't want to hear it.
He's strategically moving through life with the knowledge he knows is given, which is the utmost high in his position.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
Guess what? When you want to believe in your beliefs, y'all listen to what I'm fucking saying. When you want to believe in your beliefs that most people believe in, you get shunned. You get fucking put down. You get canceled. You get taken off of shows because
especially
of your belief.
When you're a heterosexual man.
Now,
so let me ask you this question though.
Don't get me started.
And this is a serious question. Why is it so easy to get rid of the truth?
Because
I don't know the answer.
I know somewhat. I don't know the answer specifically what people are thinking, what the elitists are doing. I don't know that particular what they're really thinking, but what I see is a lot of indoctrination. What I see is a lot of engineering of many different things as chaos and disorder. That's what I see. Order. And nobody wants order, even in our own community. Like I said before, a lot of our churches, a lot of our people that majority of our community is is matriarchy led, things of that nature. Even in other communities, you start to see more matriarchy led. I don't know what you guys was watching the NHL thing. They're trying to put women executives in the NHL. It's not because they really believe in, what you call that? They really believe in other, genders in the community, genders coming together to be executives and stuff like that. It's engineering. I saw it was a black woman talking like she's a spokesperson for the progressives. She's now at the NHL level. Like who the hell thought a black woman will be the spokesperson of the NHL. But
See,
again,
so that is, so I think that's appropriating, because everybody thinks, this is my opinion, everybody thinks if you're politically correct, then you're going to draw more people to you. For
everybody
me,
think that, yeah.
my people are those who I can sit at the table and have a conversation with, I can build with, I can grow with, that aren't going to sit there and say, you know what, let's just blame everybody else and let's not take responsibility. Unfortunately, in our community, you can get killed quickly for being authentic and legit about a movement, especially when you take and start growing. And if you look, anyone, not just, you show me one leader in our community since 1999 somehow wasn't discredited or was destroyed, period, no matter what they were doing.
Name one famous black man who did anything that has been discredited. Martin Luther King has been dead for a long time, and they still talk about him cheating on his wife. Like that shit, like come on, bro. Anything to discredit black men, it be in your home, to be on the phones, to be on the social media, it is all towards black men.
Yep, and all these black men that speak, just like the fella when we was on your Facebook, and I hope he sees this too. Just like him, it's like
he actually should be on the panel right now.
Yeah, just like I saw him speaking up for people that gives two shits. I put it for 2 shits about black heterosexual men. He speaks for the family, Kanye and other men, and he speaks for things that really do matter. And if you feel like I supposed to worry about some man and the way he feel about me, then you're highly mistaken. And it's many black men are starting to wake up to understand how highly mistaken a lot of you black men are. You take up the role of the simp enforcer that's going to validate anything the so-called majority is saying. That's the low-level thinkers, and validate black people. The woman is saying, and think that particular woman that thinks she's supposed to be over you respects you. That's the problem. They don't respect you.
They won't.
They won't. As long as you vote for them, as long as you follow their lead, they're not going to even respect you then. So you can say what you want about people like me. As I say all the time, you can say what you want. But what we need to understand is that the facts of the matter is these people don't care about you, bro. It's people saying the truth, and you want to deny it because most of the people around you telling you, no, this is how you're supposed to think, and you're afraid to say to them, nah, that's how you are. But I'm going to go with the facts. I'm not going to go with the feelings.
Right. I think there's a lot of people out there who do that. They know that it's the truth, but they're scared to lose their friends. They're scared to lose the people who, you know what I mean? They're worried about other people's feelings.
Yeah. Yep. They're worried bad about it. And that's the problem.
Which in turn, they're just worried about their feelings. Because I don't give a fuck. If I'm right and I'm being truthful, I don't care how you feel.
You know how?
It has nothing to do with this conversation. If I'm right, and I've got the truth, all this proof, the truth, and you feeling some type of way, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. That's you trying to look for a way for you're worried about. Now, this is what it is. Proof is in the pudding. Here it is. But I don't give a fuck about your feelings when it comes to that. You can't, especially as a man.
you know how hard it is every day to be around people that you feel as though they really don't give a shit about nobody but themselves. But they want to think the same. They want to be in the same little crowd, and they want people to not disagree with them. People don't know how hard it is for a person like myself to be around those type of people, but I do it because I'm still a people person. I'm still,
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm looking like I wish I can do something else at the same time. Because when you out of that matrix, when you out of that stupidity, that dysfunctional thinking, and that, because I look a certain way, I'm supposed to be like this. You know how many times the kids that I'm around, they look at me and they say to me, Coach, I bet you used to be a thug back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Coach, I bet you used to get all the girls back in the day. And then they want me to like relay what they thinking. Well, exactly. Jay Roberto. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing.
Oh, I like that. That low vibe sleepwalkers.
Hell yeah.
Exactly
It's
what
like,
they are.
it's so hard to be around these type of people that think they smarter than me, they think they know more than me, and just not humble at all. Because I don't like being around. My bad for messing up your name. I don't like being around people in general that think they shit don't stink, that think I'm supposed to be a certain way and they judge me by the way I look. And most people that judge me by the way I look is the same complexion as me, to be honest with you.
And so you just hit something that I was literally about to butter up to. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also one of the reasons why I asked one of my buddies who will remain unknown on here. I go to a company, not even looking for a job, just going. And I get recruited by someone to come back to a company. I won't say the name of it. But because of that person, and that person wasn't black, bro, I was loyal to the letter. You feel me? Never had a problem, never had an issue. But quiet is kept. I had problems from my people. That was where I was working. It wasn't from anybody else.
Yep.
Nobody else. And that's why I tell people, like, I'm not loyal to no color. I'm loyal to what's right and being around smart people. I ain't trying to be around stupid.
Yep.
Stupid will set you up and leave you to die.
I'm gonna say Jay Roberts, right? He says, let me put it up. I'll play Roberts. So I'm gonna put it. He says everybody wants to judge to keep the light off themselves. He is absolutely right.
That's what I was talking about.
How
That's
many
my
people
dude.
you know
He's real.
do the illest dirt in the world, but they talk so much shit about other people and the dirt that they do, so the light can be off of them.
Yep.
Okay, let's bring that a little deeper. Why is it so important to dismiss and cancel black men? And why
Here's the
is
deal.
why is it pushed so far?
I don't think it's a canceling agenda. I don't even think it's a fear thing. I think it's just become so ingrained in our history.
I think it's a game now.
That they don't need a reason. I think it's just straightforward. Because when you listen to some of these, if you listen to what Ice-T's been saying lately in some of his interviews, he's like, everybody wants to be a blood. He said Chris Brown claims himself to be a blood. He goes, but Chris Brown wasn't there when he was 13.
He never went through nothing.
But that was the thing. But also you look at, in my neighborhood, they're like, this dude's a nerd. I'm like, it's cool. But everybody knows that I was on the block. They know me from the block. And they be like, yo, don't mess with that one. And I think the thing is, we don't grow. People just don't grow. People get all of their media as truth. and they forget that these are ideas or agendas. And I think we, as a people, especially Black people, and I would say this, we're so stuck on getting something from the past rather than healing today so we can create the best future for this country. Yesterday, and I'm going to say this, forgive me for using profanity, I'm downtown. I just finished a jury selection thing. It's 6 o'clock at night. I'm tired. I walk down to the train station. I live in downtown. I live in Colorado, so downtown Denver train station. There's a homeless man who can't get out of his wheelchair. There's another gentleman who's homeless. His arm is probably the size of a Coke bottle, and he only has the appendages to hold this bottle. And it's probably the size of it goes probably down to your elbow. He's skinny. He got one hand, one good hand. There's about 15 other good people there standing. I'm going to lace 30, 40 people between this gentleman. And this man is asking to get put up in his wheelchair. I walked my tired ass, bent over, both arms, helped to get this overweight, homeless gentleman who couldn't get in his wheelchair into his wheelchair. And I proceeded to say it out loud. Y'all some of the sorriest, waste of space motherfuckers on the place. So the reason why I'm saying this small piece to say this, if we started making community safe, period, didn't matter where, if everywhere we walked as men, the community was safe. Where we have crime, where we have violence, will we be caring about who are leaders in our community? Would we have homelessness? Will we have poverty? Would we have any problems in this country? And my opinion is we wouldn't.
We wouldn't. But in order to do that, it comes with a certain support system. And who are the ones that are pretty much the influence of a community? Not the leaders, not the leaders, the influencers.
Right.
Okay, we can't take over a community without our influencers. Yes, we can go as men, and there's going to be people that have to die. If we go in there as just men, we're going to have to slaughter. But that's not what we want. We want a peaceful transfer, and all we need is our influencers. But guess what? Let's rewind to the shit that's going on, the whole fuckery that's part of this whole Kanye West, what he's trying to prove. Our influencers are on their side, going against us 24/7 in a day. So no, the community. To be honest with you, listen. If I could find me a place big enough to take everybody that's on the same page, I fucking would love to do so. And take your influencers, y'all motherfuckers, keep your community that y'all fucking up. Let us get the fuck up out of there. Y'all go ahead and keep it. And guess what's gonna fucking happen to y'all?
But I think this the piece that they're missing is people don't realize people who cause chaos don't want peace.
No, not at all.
That's why we have to lead them.
I think that's hard for people to understand. People who want chaos don't want peace.
Yep.
And people like, who do you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? I'm like, no questions asked. There's people who I trust if I got a problem, an issue, or a question. I don't trust everybody. Like my boy Robert, he's the one I was talking about. He recruited me to come back to work for the company. You feel me?
Oh, cool. I was wondering who he was.
Didn't miss a beat. Like, just like, yo, come. When I was in the hospital, let me put it like this. When I was in the hospital,
I got something for him right now.
Came and checked on me. You feel me? Like, came and checked on me. None of my other partners showed up. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting thing when you say if we took all the people who want to make something and leave the rest alone,
but
man, this country would go crazy.
Right, but let it go as long as I'm out of it. But here's the thing. But just like you were saying, oh shit, damn, I almost lost my point. Say what you said again about what you just said, word for word. My bad.
About Roberge?
No, the point you were trying to had to do with Roberge doing something for you, right?
Oh yeah, he
Oh, okay,
showed up.
there you go.
He
There you
was legit. Yeah.
So when you said the people who really rock with you, they'll come around and they got your back, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, black people, most people too, it's not only black, will see that, right? And guess what they will do? Go back and try to friend that ain't even got their back. Try to keep the friend around that wasn't there for him. Keep trying to work hard for that friend that do shit for you. They really don't give two shits about you. And then you end up working to get that friendship, and they end up fucking you over and fucking you up even more because you didn't make the decision to leave them motherfuckers alone. I am a big advocate of looking right through a motherfucker. Trust me, I am. I can dismiss family members. I can dismiss anybody. If you don't rock with me, goodbye. If I'm not one of them assholes on the streets doing dumb shit all the fucking time, if I have a purpose and I'm trying to work and I'm trying to go by that, and I'm a good person, you know I'm a good person, and you don't want to rock with me, and something happened to me and you ain't around, good, peace. I know who my people is. I already picked them. I know who my people is.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a walkabout and a lot of things to realize that. But I'm glad I took that walk and to realize that who my real people are and who I choose to keep around for a reason. I'm controlling this narrative. Nobody's controlling my narrative anymore, and that's what people need to wake up and do.
Absolutely.
Stop letting people control your narrative.
You just hit the nail on the head. We give the narrative away for other people to control freely, openly, without thinking. And here's one of the most beautiful things. Most people don't know how to think for themselves.
They don't. They can't. I see it all the time.
That's the problem.
Saddest thing in life.
And that's why you can walk down the street and see somebody in a wheelchair and he can't get in his chair and everybody watches.
And that's why somebody can have a knee on their neck and all you do is pull out a phone.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, you know what? I keep thinking about if I would have took that risk to karate chop a motherfucking cop in the motherfucking face. Because all I can think about is I can't stand there. Like, I want to do something about it while watching it. And if I have to go to jail, like, I think I'll become a fucking hero. I might die. And my point is not to become a hero. My point is not to become a hero. It's to not sit around like you bums, zombies, and not do nothing about it. They sitting there. I don't care. I'm going to kick the cop in his face. That black man on the ground looked just like me. I feel like it's me that he's on.
But I think that's the problem we have to be.
If I was to, he went to jail. So if I was to knock that cop the fuck out, I guarantee I wouldn't be in jail. I guarantee I'll have a whole, and if I don't have a whole community that has my back trying to get me out of jail, we know where we are.
Man, I already knew where we were.
But if we look on,
nobody went and did it. There's nobody nobody holding that man. Where's the statue of the man who took the fucking video to get it out there so people can see what's going on? Where's the statue of that man?
It was actually a female.
There was two. Yeah. There was a black male and there was a female. They both got the pictures.
I thought it was a female, 17-year-old girl.
Black male and it was a female. Mostly from the black
male. But what real talk, realistically, I can't see myself like doing anything, like you know,
doing it. I can't.
Not doing anything.
I can't.
I can't see myself not doing anything, but I gotta say to myself, like if I'm there, I'm trying to call, do something, get at like what's going on, was but I'm not going about to die by like because we see local crackheads every day getting into it with police officers, and we walk right past them.
Nah, I don't have that. Here's the deal.
There's not one man that was laying in the street as homeless that I did not give change or a dollar to help out something. I don't walk past them.
Well,
I don't.
That's my whole point.
Most people I know will walk past that type of guy.
And that's
then,
the problem.
And I'm talking about when they getting into it with where we at right now is a fentanyl pandemic right now. Where we at right now.
It is.
And I see it all the time. People walk past them all the time. When they get into it with the police officers and stuff like that, not having their damn knee on somebody and that, because that usually don't happen. That's a point.
No.
That's a 0.00000001.
But let's back away from that.
Can I add a couple people to that choking list?
What happened?
But bingo. That's what I was going to say. I think I don't know how to. I don't care what color that person is. If I see that it's about to be a setup with the police, you have to take me to jail. Or you have to shoot me.
We going
Because
I don't like cops.
Because I'm not. It's not even. Here's the deal. Someone told me their job is to make it home at the end of the day. And what I told, and we were in a meeting. I said, officer, at the end of the day, it's my job to make sure I'm gonna get home too. Your badge and your gun doesn't make you right.
But that's
and we
that's
didn't argue
your
about
welfare.
that. We didn't.
That's
we didn't
your
argue about
welfare.
that. Right, but at the end of the day, you can't. That's the problem. We have to stop being comfortable walking away. If I'm somewhere and I see somebody being attacked and I have enough information and common sense to say this is not going down, this is not cool. Guess what? I got to get. I'm not gonna walk away.
Kasim.
Yeah.
If you had a cop on your neck and you was watching people watch you, what would be your thought? Somebody help me.
The cop won't be on my neck. That's just me. I don't want to be in that
not gonna be in your neck.
The cop won't be in my neck. Because if you see the whole video,
we're not talking about that situation. We're
that situation.
We're just saying
if it was to happen, the cop was on your neck, would you be looking for someone to help you?
If I was on,
if the cop was on your neck, Kasim,
I can't see myself a cop being on my neck.
No, see it.
I don't want to see it because it won't.
All right, you don't want to, right? So you would help him out.
Right. I mean,
hold on. Let me ask you.
I ain't saying gonna walk away. I'm just like I said.
Let me ask you this then: when the cop grabs the shotgun and puts it up against your chest and says, "You black motherfucker, don't you move or I'm gonna kill you," and everybody's watching.
What's the percentage of that happening to a black man in the last 10 years,
High.
20 years, 30
I've
years?
experienced it.
Come on, stop.
I
can give you percentages. I can give you percentages.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Fuck the percentage, my dude. Fuck the percentage. Has it happened?
See, now we're going to the victimhood
fuck
mode.
the percentage. No,
because I experienced.
Has it happened?
I experienced because it happened to me.
Has it happened?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It experienced to me. Nobody came to my rescue.
All right. So let's be real because we want to be real, right?
Let's be real.
You said you was in the streets, right?
I was in public. I wasn't in the streets like that. No, I ain't been in the streets like that since I was 20. I'm 51 years old. It had nothing to do with me being in the streets or anything legal.
Dude put a shotgun. That's for the average black man. That don't happen.
Okay.
That doesn't happen.
Okay. In your city, because it's not uncommon for cops to go and put a gun next to your face or put it in your mouth or fuck you up.
Yeah. I got cousins about 50. I got cousins in about 30 states. I got cousins in about 30 states. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
That's
most
you,
black
bro.
men do that. I ain't never heard that. I ain't
That's
never. 30 states. 30 states.
But that's your experience.
I got family in Colorado. I got family in Aurora.
Hold on. This is exactly, and now we're going down the lane why black people are always gonna fucking lose. In your state, which you haven't heard of, but now you're hearing of people doing this shit. So let's stop going against it because you haven't seen it, and let's try to realize somebody's going through it. So let's put ourselves in their shoes and be like, hey, if this was to happen, how about this? Let's stop eliminating what could happen or what did happen to people. He had a shock on his chest, but you're like, that would never happen. It did.
Or let's talk about
I did not say that.
We don't think it happened.
I did not say that.
You said
I did not say that.
Happen to percentage.
I did not say that.
About black people. Black people are looking for. Listen, bro. Black people are looking for percentages, what time of day it was, when it could happen, or maybe it could happen. Only one person. The shit fucking happens. That's what matters.
But here's the point I want to say. I was
This shit
terrified for
happens.
my life. Let me
Alright,
finish. Let me finish. So this is my prop. I was afraid for my life. All I'm saying is I wish somebody would have said, leave that man alone. He didn't do anything. He didn't start anything, and he was not the problem or the aggressor. Everybody stopped. They looked. They were shocked. And it was cool. A couple of little city, I forget what they call them. They grabbed their cameras and started videotaping. But it wasn't until the white kid showed up with the cameras that the police changed their behavior. And you talk about Aurora, I live in Saudi Aurora. Right now, this whole time we've been on the phone, they've been fighting and going crazy outside my window. I don't know why you haven't heard it. So I'm not saying that it should happen. I'm saying we live in a society where he said, if it happened to you, would you want somebody to be there to say no? Help him. That's not okay. We're not okay with that.
I said at the beginning that I'll be saying something. I said at the beginning, but
if it
put
happened
myself
to
in-
you,
put myself in danger for another person, no.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let me do this, because this is what I advocate for, and I hope it never happens to me, because everybody needs to watch the fuck out. If someone, you see these mothers grieving because their kids died from the cops' hands with their fucking hands up, and all they want to do is go around and march about it. Did anything happen? Did they get any justice? Did they get any justice? Because them, no. But they're marching. Guess what they're still doing? Grieving, no justice, got to sit there with that pain. If you was in that situation, what the hell would you do?
I learned about you guys
You
doing
on march?
things. You guys
You
doing
on march?
things differently. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. We've been going through this shit way longer than y'all. That other stuff y'all talking, okay, I get it. But what I'm saying to you is the fact of the matter is I'm not going to march. Like, you trying to put me in a situation where a grieving mother, a father is trying to protect the way he's supposed to be protected. You know, you can't be putting a person in a situation where he's supposed to like act like a march. No, if I want to march, I want to, but if I want to do it my way, I want to as well. I'm not just going to let things go.
I think we need to get back to the idea or the concept was, could you fathom not wanting somebody to help you if you were in danger by the police and you were innocent, regardless of whether you were innocent or not? I think that's what the question was. And you said you can't fathom, it's impossible that you can imagine a knee on your neck.
Yeah. I can imagine other things, but a knee on my neck, I can't imagine that. Like, that's saying my value for who I am is less than.
But that's been a common tactic. Not people have died from it, but it wasn't uncommon until that happened, where cops had their knees holding someone down, handcuffed in the back, and it was just normal. But I think what he did was obsessive to prove a point, or there was something personal behind it. It doesn't matter. The point is, we have to be a people or a society where we require people to have accountability and safe in our communities, or we're safe to move into other communities.
I'm going to ask you one more time. If your child or children or family member was taken from a cop when he did nothing wrong, hands up, what would be your action afterwards?
I answered the question. I
No, you
won't be
didn't.
marching. Yes, I did.
What
I said I
would you
won't
do?
be marching. I
What
answered
would
the
you
question
do?
already.
What would you do?
I don't know I've never been in that scenario. I don't know what I would do. You want a real question?
Everybody lost their imagination now.
You
Because
want
I know how I feel.
You want me to
I
imagine?
know how I feel.
Imagine it.
I know how I feel when somebody else loses their kids.
Yeah,
It hurt.
let me see how I imagine
watched
it.
their
Yeah, I would
faces.
shoot him.
I see how
would
much
shoot
it
him-
hurt.
I would
would
shoot him
not-
down.
I'm not
You want me to
marching.
imagine it?
I'm gonna do exactly what they have done to my kids. That's the reciprocation.
Oh my
You
God,
did
we
this,
need
I'm
help
doing it.
today. We need help. We need help.
No,
This
it's not
is
even
crazy.
help. It's like, how can we sit there? It's not even, oh, I can't feel this. All you need to do, that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna do this shit.
He
Plain and
says
simple.
there's no
If
choice for
somebody-
us. We have
I
to
can't
act.
imagine someone on the neck, but if it did happen, I would want someone to help me. How fuck?
Yeah.
That's not difficult.
I
That's
can't
not
imagine.
difficult to you.
I can't
That's not
imagine
difficult
nobody
to you.
killing my kids.
That's
I
not
can't imagine
difficult to
nobody taking
you.
my kids away from me like that. But guess what? If they do, watch out, everybody, every person, every human being, watch out.
So let me
That's
ask
how
you
I
this
feel
then.
about it.
So isn't it important now to address violence, not just from the police, but just violence in general, to prevent? Because what you just said is going to happen, Savage. What you just stated is going to happen soon. It's going to happen. No, what you just warned, not to you. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, somebody's kids
in
gonna-
Kansas or in
Yes. And
Missouri.
my thing is, I'm tired of people crying and making excuses and marching. And then guess what? Tomorrow it happens again. If you look at the stats in the same town, when you see somebody killed by a cop, it happens the next day, and then in the next day, and then I'm watching it happen all in 1 month. There's a lot of shit. They just don't tell you about these. They tell you about those. It happens all in
because
1
they
month.
can prove the cause
But
of
guess,
death.
but guess what they're still doing? March along, march along, march along. Cop still goes, gets paid, gets to go home to his family. How do you stop a cop from killing someone and going home to his family? How do you do that? Reciprocation.
I think it's time to, just as a country, to stop marching. First and foremost, it does no good other than get you profiled by government authorities. Period. 2, it doesn't address the problem and the demands or deal with the sorrow. 3, there is no economic or criminal punishment from marching. And the final thing is, nobody gives a fuck after you march, because everybody goes home and has a bite to eat, takes a drink, and then they pick up the television or the newspaper ad and get caught into it. And I think that's what happens. We're so overwhelmed. I think even me, I freak out all the time. I have sons in multiple places where I'm like, I'm not comfortable you being there. But at the end of the day, you take my kids, I think everybody knows it's a wrap. I'm going up yonder. I'm going up yonder.
But I think everybody should do that. And I guarantee the police will think twice about killing your kids.
It's not just the police got to worry about it. I don't care who it is. You take my kid, I'm taking you.
I'm just doing police because regular people do get at other people. People are stopping from getting at police because they're police. I don't care about your badge. You took my child. Your badge, your system, your kids, your family don't matter to me no more.
Man, I've been saying that shit since 2000. I was saying that in 2004. I was saying that in 2010.
That had their child killed
wasn't popular.
Did the same thing to the cops.
It wasn't popular.
The cops would not be going out killing, right or wrong.
I was saying that when it wasn't popular.
If they knew that was
take action. To take action. I've been saying that.
That's the whole consequence of black people growing now. That's the whole consequence of black people growing now. We're not doing shit. That's why we don't grow.
If it's my own family, but I'm not. If I see some dude that I never met my entire life, I'm going. I'm going to say something, do something. But you talk about put it to
island real soon.
You put it on some regular guy that you never met, and then you put it on the kids.
You just wasn't listening to what I'm saying.
That you help curate.
You wasn't listening to what I was saying.
I listen. I listen very clear. I listen like extremely clear.
But here's the thing.
I don't know how to listen even no more. I don't know how to do
You're
it.
not getting the point. Is
I'm getting the point. I'm not running.
What was my point?
What
was my point, sir?
Some stranger.
Sir, what was my point? Sir, what was my point?
Is that,
sir, what was my point?
It was a simple point. Clear.
What is it?
Cut,
you get it. What is it?
I just said it. Like when you answered your points, I don't think when you answered I answered you like for the last 10, 15 minutes.
What was my point, sir?
Come on, man. When I was answering you the last 10, 15 minutes, you wasn't listening.
Question.
You wasn't
listening. What was
listening.
my point? What was my point?
So when I answered it again, would you listen this time?
How come you can't answer the question? What was my point, sir?
When I answer it again, would you listen?
What was my point, sir?
Okay, so let me answer it again so you can listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Your point was of your statement was what would you do if it was your children? Would you march or would you do something else? Your other point was if you see somebody that's being harmed by the police, what would you do? Would you hold the camera or would you do something? You said you will just go crazy on the police and do this and that, the third with that person. And I disagree with that. But when it involves my child, it's different. When it involves my child, yes, I don't know what I'd do. I don't want to even speak on what I would do because it shouldn't be speak on what I would do. Because to be honest with you, I'm known to be in a certain kind of way. So that's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say to you. So I understood you from the get-go.
Okay. So my point was that the reason why black people are still down and out because we don't help each other out. That's the point. And I was trying to prove different ways of doing it to get a point that we need to help each other out. That's the point. Those other things were questions to see what you were going to do. That wasn't the point.
You think carrots?
I think that black people don't give a shit about black people. Black people cannot grow.
Yeah, I literally think that too. I think
that was my point.
I think
so
that
I said,
too.
if you see a man down, what are you gonna do? This? No, help the motherfucker out.
You think George Floyd? You think George Floyd will help you?
I don't give a fuck what George Floyd would do.
Well,
I have
give
morals.
a hell. Okay, that's your opinion. I give a hell.
Now that's the problem.
There you go.
I give a hell.
You do it, so I can't do it.
What's the problem?
Why we can't do it.
I'm sorry. What's the problem?
That's the core of our problem. No. What I'm saying is the core of our problem.
What's the core?
In all situations, we're looking out for ourselves instead of realizing, and this is one of the biggest lessons they said with Columbine. We will let go of situations that don't seem to bother or help us or that doesn't seem to harm us until it does.
Until it's in our
The problem is we have to stop passing the buck on saying it's okay, because here's the deal. God forbid Johnny Jacobson gets in a fight at school with Molly Gabby. He goes to school and Gabby's boyfriend comes to school with a knife and starts trying to defend Gabby, and then guns get drawn and the innocent bystander is our child. But at the end of the day, had it been stopped down the street and somebody had interfered when it was off of school property and intervened, a lot of these problems happen because we think it's okay until it's not. That's the issue. We can't choose what's in it for us. And again, you guys, this is what I believe. As a father, we don't have a right to choose when we look up and say something has to change or to speak about something that's happening in our neighborhoods, in our communities, or where we go and shop, eat, spend our dollars and our coin if we see it. Because at the same time, no one's going to do it when it happens to our children or our loved ones.
Okay, so I'm gonna raise my hand. This for K Boogie and everybody that's listening. I grew up around 300 different languages. Yeah, have you guys? Let's talk about this. the Italians, the Greeks, the Brazilians, and things of that nature. If they see a person in their community that's causing havoc, that's doing things that he or she shouldn't be doing, they're going to help. Like I said, they're going to help. They're going to say, "What's the problem, officer? No cameras around." I'm old school. I ain't going to put no cameras around. They're going to say, what's the problem, officer? What's going on? Okay? But they want to know what's going on. They're not going to put themselves in jeopardy for another person, especially a person that they know and they deem that's not good for their community, and they're doing everything else to destroy their community. So Black folks aren't the only ones that do stuff like this. A lot of cultures do stuff like this. A bunch.
Okay,
So
just
let
join them.
that get
Go
straight.
join them then. Go join them.
But I'm just saying, man, come on now. Come on. I'm just saying, I ain't putting my logical thinking. People ain't putting themselves in no predicament with some dude that's keep on.
This is why. But this is why. You're right.
I already said it.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
What the hell?
Ask you a question. No, let me ask you.
God.
Let me ask you this question. No. I'm not invalidating.
Do this. Not only
no, I'm not.
This.
I'm not trying to invalidate your position. I'm not trying to invalidate your statement.
This is the exact reason why we are low.
Oh my God.
We're We're talking about Black people and their situations, and you want to bring some Italians up.
Because here's the deal: a cop has not.
We're the ones that's low on the totem pole.
Bingo.
Exactly.
And that's the point. They're not going to.
So
a cop is not going to go. Let me ask you this question:
We're lost forever.
In what world? No, we're not lost. I think we're all on the same page, just a different will and a risk. If we had been protesting in DC the way that they did at the Capitol, how many bodies are going to be there? Or is everything going to go cool just like they did when they
Capitol as Black people?
Yeah.
There would have been a slaughter.
No, I'm not asking you.
Oh, I know you're
asking unapologetic.
So what happened between that? First of all, before I answer that, that's nothing what I just said about how people in different cultures treat the people that they deem to be the worst of their culture. I want to put that in, but we're going to go to your scenario again, another different scenario. When they was having those Black Lives Matter riots all over the place, a lot of people was getting away with a lot of stuff in DC, in Philly, in Minnesota, in Jersey, where we was at. Many different areas. They was getting away with it as well. So I want to make, and this was a 2 or 3 month span. So let that be clear. But if it was if it was in the Capitol, that'd be a different scenario. I don't know why you put that with me. Now you're trying to tell me I don't understand reality. This is what.
No, that's not what I was saying. No, that's not. No.
That's what it sounds like. Because
again, I said I was not invalidating your opinion
or
your position.
Can we listen to the words and not your emotions? This is
I
exactly what we're talking about.
No.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to
you talking to the wrong guy.
I'm talking to the right one.
You talking to the wrong guy.
Because I'm the wrong one.
What I'm saying is,
you talking to the wrong guy.
No, because
you're gonna talk to the Lapeef channel. No, you talking the wrong guy over here. I'm just listening to what he's saying and how the questions are being asked.
What I'm saying is, again, because now what I'm saying is I don't disagree with what you say when the Italians have stuff in their communities. But at the end of the day,
Brazilians,
Italians,
Irish,
even Somalians, exactly. But please don't pull off
Caribbeans,
and shoot them the way that they do. There is no other community in history
Guess what all those people
in
you're
modern
saying
society
are doing? Guess what all those people saying they're doing? Guess what they do? Guess what they do? They stick together, Kasim. So we're not worried about them. We don't stick together. That's why we're on the bottom of the totem pole. That's why we have to change shit. And the reason why we ain't changed shit because we turn our backs to it. We pull a camera out. We want to march instead of taking action. That's the thing. And you said, well, Italians, I don't give a fuck about the Italians. They're the ones that survive it and doing shit to survive, and they got a community. Italians have a community. Asians have a community. Somalians have a community.
Okay,
all the other niggas besides black people have a community.
Who promotes the low-level degenerates like black people promotes? Who protects the low-level degenerates like black people protects low-level degenerates? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Non-black Americans don't protect the low-level degenerates in their communities.
But they're not going to let
the cops come. That's my whole thing. Y'all don't want to hear. Okay.
Or am I wrong?
Black
No, but if
don't
you think I'm wrong,
anybody, bro.
Yes, they do. They do. Pookie and Ray Ray is protected. Ku Klux Klan Keisha is protected. Big time.
Good,
they are
protected.
Exactly what I'm
isn't
saying.
Going to pull a gun out of fear on a person who is not melanated the way that they will a person of color. Can we not agree on that as a fact statistically?
I agree.
Because even the police say that.
There's fucking videos that show and prove it.
Crazy.
But we don't see those because you know what? We're still blinded and conditioned in our head for the dumb shit, as we can see right now. Don't get it wrong, bro. I love you to death. You my brother. You know what I mean? We can have a cookout tomorrow, but I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit. And this is what black men.
What bullshit are you calling me out of? You calling me out of how I feel? I thought we was talking about that. I thought we was talking about. I thought we was talking about.
The reason why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Difference of opinion is good. I thought we was talking about.
Hold on. Kasim. The reason why I'm continuing to say what I'm saying, because I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. It's about what's going down, what's the facts about it. This is what I want you to stick to, not your fucking feelings, the facts.
There ain't no feelings about it. Difference of opinion. No. Man, there ain't no damn.
There is a difference of opinion. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There is a difference of opinion. But what you're not seeing it, me and Seven see it. How come you don't? We're on the same panel saying the same thing.
What the hell?
Am I right or wrong, Seven?
Hey,
Seven?
Hey, people on the chat.
Seven, am I right or wrong?
When people have a difference of opinion, except for K Boogie. I know you don't.
Understand it, bro.
Everybody else like it.
See, this is you acting on emotion. That's why you smiling in a serious situation.
No. But here's the thing.
To the words that we're saying, bro.
You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that because that's wrong. Nope. That's super wrong. Nope. I'm doing it because, again, it ain't no emotion. Maybe you're emotional. But there ain't no emotions over here.
You remember me? Can we stop this? Can we stop this nonsense? Do you remember me? I'm not. I don't know who you think I am, but you know there ain't no emotion about it, brother. I be spitting facts 24/7 a fucking day, and I want to stick to them. I'm not looking for nobody's feelings. I love the difference of opinion, but I see you're not looking at something that we see. And as my people, I want you to see the shit. That's why I am saying what I'm saying. All I want you to do is try to understand.
I don't think Unapologetic does not see it the same way. I think what he is saying is it happens everywhere. And he's saying, I'm not just going to put the blame on one street corner. But I think what we disagree is, and this is a fact that they see on the media, and I don't watch the news, whether you're white, black, whatever, everybody in America, especially white America, has finally come to the point and said, yes, cops are going to pull out a gun on a black man for no reason at all, and he's extremely likely to use it where he would never use it in his own community and his own kind. And that's what America has come to, and not only America, but most of all the journalists and investigative reporters around the world have said the same thing. Black men are an endangered species in America. And they've been saying this since the 70s.
And that's why I'm just worried about the endangered species. Those other people have they have things that we are looking for. They work together. They have a community. So why are we going to worry about what they're doing? They're doing something.
No, I'm just letting you know how they think about their quote unquote degenerates. The way they think the same. They think probably a lot worse than how black people think in their quote unquote low level degenerates.
Right.
You know, we put ours on the pedestal. I mean,
right. But you know what the white people do? They separate themselves from the degenerates.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Here's the thing: we keep them around, so we're not going to leave. And we see our brothers in trouble.
I'm not going to leave. I said it 30 minutes ago that I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to take no video camera. I'm not going to leave. That's not in my blood. See,
we're not going to leave the degenerate
fake ass pro blacks.
If we're not going to leave the degenerate,
these people that be thinking
if we're not going to leave the degenerates behind, then we need to help our people or our families, or if we see a black, just to even stop this black on black crime. Because you know what? It could be a good dude, crackhead, whatever. We don't know until we find out what it is. But the narrative is they keep showing us that we don't fucking matter. You want to know why? Because we pull out our cameras, because we turn our backs, because we're like, oh, it's not me. And then when it's us, who already nobody help me, where's no rules for me? Who? Because you ain't do shit. We ain't changed shit. That's why. We sit here day by day and watch black men get slaughtered and fucking disrespected by even people in our own homes.
By mostly people in our own homes. By mostly. Okay, that's why we're in the endangered species.
Bro, you're not listening to what I'm saying, bro. All right, let me talk. You interrupted me about some women in the home. Fuck them. I'm talking about us building for black men, bro. Yeah, I'm done. Y'all go ahead, man.
I said us in general.
Just yakking for no reason. It is an emotional. Go ahead.
Oh my Lord.
But you want to go to movies tomorrow, though? You know what I'm saying? We go chill, man. Give me some that. You know I love you, brother. But you still asshole. You know you don't know what you're talking about, but you still my nigga. No, you don't. You still my nigga. You being what do we call it? You being a terrorist right now.
Oh,
you're being a terrorist, a community. What do you call it? A Babylonian terrorist right now.
No, I'm being real on how I feel about the situation.
I know.
But then
I know.
You will be aggressive if you see a guy. You will
act. This is the reason why black people don't survive, because you know what? There's too many eyes. There's too many eyes.
Listen,
there's way too many eyes.
You will act a little bit different than me.
I am different to you.
A little bit. I'm gonna make
a lot different.
You act a little bit different than me with a George Floyd. You ready to shoot? You ready to kill a motherfucker, a cop?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to be like, look.
Right
I'm ready to be like, wait, what's going on? Then the cop saying, "Fuck you, get the fuck out of here." Then now that my pressure is rise, now it's time to.
No, you're on a black man's neck. My pressure's already rise. Shoot you in the face.
But
you.
So let me say something that.
I can't handle it like you.
But here's the deal: the preponderance of evidence, whether or not George Foreman was whatever, there were still Floyd. I'm sorry. What it doesn't. He should have been protected, regardless. Yeah. So. But this is what I'm gonna say. I have seen it time and time again. This I've seen more than ever in any time in history. When cops is rustling up, handcuffing little young white guys, and it gets out of hand, the white girl runs up, punches the cop, kicks the cop, or other white kids go and they're kicking and pushing the cops, and there's never a gun drawn.
I've seen white kids have a cop let a white kid go because they fought him to let him go, and they all ran away, and they got away. No gun was pulled, no tasers. I've seen a white guy go in with a knife, going at the guy. He's like, please stop. Where's the gun?
And
why
we
do you
don't
shoot him in the
see
face right
guns.
away?
That's the whole point.
Hey
That
guys,
is the
don't.
only
Hey, real
point
talk.
that we can
Don't.
argue.
Don't. My statement. Question. Don't get mad at me. What if something like let's say, what's the percentage of a black man such as ourselves getting killed by the police than a black man? Wait. Than a black man getting killed by another black man. What's the percentage?
I believe they're all the same.
You just took the words out of my mouth. But let me be honest though.
Because you know what? We shouldn't be killed by any of them.
Hold on. I think it's slightly more by my own people than a cop. But let me finish this though. I don't hang out in the hood. And I don't hang out with niggas.
Okay.
But we do drive.
Clear. I don't hang out with niggas, period.
I don't get what smiling point you are trying to get at, bro.
But if I get pulled over,
because the point is, it's a huge difference of a percentage of a black man getting killed by another black man than a cop is killing you. To be honest with you, and I told you guys 2 weeks ago, and everybody was cool, they agreed with it, but now nobody agreed with it. 2 weeks ago, I was saying, cop hurting or killing another black man, the worries of a black man of that is probably number 50 to 100. That's not even the top 20 problems we have to worry about. Especially if you're not in the criminal element.
What if that top 20 comes
criminal element? I don't. But
especially when you're not in the criminal element.
But do you hang out in the criminal element though? I don't think we're criminal element men.
I know, especially when you're not in the criminal element. That's what I said. Especially.
So for me not in the criminal element, I'm still more afraid than the police.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Let me be honest.
That's your opinion.
Let me be honest. No. What I'm saying, I live in a neighborhood where they're gang radioactive. They're gang radioactive over here. All I'm gonna say is I know how to move that way. I have no control over when a cop comes in my community who's already afraid and don't want to be in the community and already think that my life is disposable, just like other black men.
That got me with that big ass smile of yours, goddamn it, Kasim. Most of the people who are killing each other, they are thugs of the streets and want to live that life. They're killing each other because that's the life they want to live.
So no innocent people are getting.
No, innocent people do die. But how many innocent people die compared to the ones who are dying that live that life? You're making excuses like we're talking about, bro. Yes, all that shit happened.
I got one magic question. How many innocent bystanders get killed by cops?
They get killed by the cops?
How many innocent bystanders get killed by cops? Because cops unload 170 bullets within 2 minutes on a car.
If you could give me, you have my.
Why do we need to give you, bro?
You can give me, if you can give me those percentages, that'd be great.
Fighting, you're fighting against black people doing better, nigga.
Hold on. It happened in your part of the country. It was where the black man had his kid in the car, and he was running from the police, and they let out. That was the case. No. Remember, but you got to remember that it just happened this year. Or no, it was probably August, November last year, where the guy went on the run because he did some foul shit. And when he pulled over before he can get the kid out the car, and I think they let off like 100 and something bullets, and he never shot a bullet out the car. He never discharged a firearm. And there was a baby in the car. Tell me, in what world would happen if it was a white kid in that car? Because it's not possible. They're not going to do it.
So you're saying that wasn't never possible? Because I can actually
seven.
If you want to, I can actually send you something when that happened to a white kid too.
You know what? This is exactly what the fuck I was just listening to earlier. When we're trying to get to a message of black people trying to help each other out, trying to do better for each other, it's always the white people, but the Italians, but how was the percentage? But what is it? There's always an excuse instead of trying to get to the logical and what we need to do. Yes, it happens everywhere. Yes, there's white people who do the shit. I don't give a fuck.
So we ain't having no rational conversation then. We ain't having no rational conversation,
bro. Let me ask you a question. Who the
hell,
fuck
man?
is in
Stop all that yelling, man. Like we ain't have no rational conversation.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, Kasim, is my tone triggering you?
K Boogie, please.
Is my tone
You sound
triggering
silly,
you?
like
Kasim?
always. What's
Kasim,
up?
is my tone triggering you?
See, you've been an asshole right now, Jim.
No, I am. I am being a complete asshole. Because this is exactly
Oh,
the
I thought that
conversation.
been happened.
This is the conversation we just
I thought that
had
been happened.
earlier. You telling me, oh, you're doing all the yelling. What are my words are saying? What are my words saying, my guy? And only reason why I'm getting loud, because you're acting like you can't even understand. It's about us. Why do you think it's black people talking to black people about black shit? We're not saying that, hey, the Italians are doing this, so let's discuss it. No, we're talking about black people problems because we're black and we're the ones with the problems.
But when you say black people are the only ones that doing it, that's why I put that in.
This is why black people are gonna fucking lose.
For what you think.
Exactly why,
For
bro.
what you think. Hey man,
What I think
just like I said, I do this.
People are my people.
I do this for a conversation. I don't do this for no. You talking about emotional feelings and all this other stuff, but you're the one that's had emotional and feelings. I'm feeding off of what you're saying, and that's why I put it. That's why I put. That's exactly why I said what I said about knowing situations. I'm feeding off what you said because I'm listening. I don't believe you're listening.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I don't believe you're listening to me at all.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you were saying is, I'm gonna go by what I was saying. I am trying to get to a point of, I'm not worried about the people who got their shit together already, who sometimes it happens to, because those are the people I don't have to worry about, because they got their shit together. The ones that I come in contact with are mostly black people. The ones who really got most of the problems are the black people. The ones that are struggling are the black people. The ones I'm really concerned about are the black people, because guess what? Most of the black people are my goddamn family. So that's all I'm going to worry about right now. Not the Italians down the street that might do the same shit, that have a community. I'm talking about blacks. That's why I don't want you bringing up other people, because I'm talking about a certain situation of black people that have the problem. We're the ones with the problem. So that's what I want to focus on. Not take the focus off of what we're talking about because you want to talk about Italians down the street.
It was the reason why. It's the reason why I said about other nationalities.
Why you bring
I didn't just mention the Italians.
There is no reason to bring a race that's not struggling into it with a race that's struggling. They don't see our plight, bro.
You telling me something I knew about what you bringing them my life.
For? This is the oxymoron.
It seems like y'all new to this,
bro. And you want to question me why I'm getting emotional or excited about it? Because you're my brother and you can't even see. Like, you want to bring Italians up when we talk about us.
No one will never see the lens that you're looking into. No one
will never
they
don't want to look through it because
no one will never see it. You want me to see it 100%. I agree with you.
Evan, how many times you see somebody with a prescription, pass it to a person, they're like, nah, man, I can't see through them shit. They don't even try. I can't see through them shits. Because they don't want to try. But it's okay, man. This is the norm. This is the norm. I'm used to it. I'm used to black people fighting black people just to fight them. And not hear the truth or nothing.
Again, what you were saying earlier, you agree with me about you agree with the person 85%, they still trying to get you to agree with them 115%. I agree with you 85% of if I were to sort of George Floyd and going on with the police got his knee on somebody's neck. I agree with you 85%. I just said I wouldn't just go at it like you, but I eventually would go at it.
And I'm not going to fight you for that.
Yeah.
That's the decision you made. But you bring in other people that have nothing to do with what we have to worry about for what, bro?
Because it went
you trying to compare.
The conversation went around.
No, it has nothing to do with anybody else but us. We're talking about people fighting the black race and putting black men down. Where does a white Italian man come into this? Where does other people come into this? When we talk about
I
the black man
told
being
you.
disrespected.
I told you.
What did you tell me?
I told you.
Because they're doing it too? Who gives a
I
fuck?
told you.
They have a community.
They don't put the degenerates on a high pedestal like we do, and they will say something because it's in a community, and they would do more, but it's not going to, you know what I'm saying? They still want to answer questions. If it's an innocent dude that's doing what he do each and every day to provide for his family or for her family, they're going to go in immediately.
Okay, so let's go to facts. What did George Floyd do?
What did George Floyd? Okay, for the full film. If you ever saw the full film,
I did.
The police was literally before that asshole came along.
Yep.
That actually put his knee on his neck.
Right.
They was literally trying to tell George Floyd, you get out the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, you have a warrant, something like that. And they was patient, an hour, patient.
Yeah, they
with
were. They were.
Yeah. But when that cop came, that cop
No,
said,
actually, I'm gonna stop you right there. George, I do agree with you. George Floyd was not fucking listening.
Yeah.
I was there like, nigga, just get in the fucking car.
Yeah.
He kept dragging his body, this and that. And that's what disappointed me in him.
Right.
Just because he's doing that doesn't mean he deserves a neck to die, or a knee on the neck to die. Yes, he was acting up. Okay, yes, we see all black people always acting up. That's their problem too. They're acting the fuck up instead of following shit or doing. I'm not following, but doing what.
See, y'all both lost me right now. You just see this is the issue where we'll have an issue.
No.
Let me finish. What he did doesn't matter. What he did doesn't matter.
That's what I just said. That's not, how you not confused. I said he did try to act up, but him doing that doesn't matter. It doesn't deserve to get a knee on your neck.
Right. And it put him in danger. It put him in danger. And he had to know there was some danger and some smoke associated with that. He had to know. You fucking with these cops, they can kill you. Your mama was telling you when you was in high school. My mom was telling me when I was in high school, be careful. These cops will kill you.
Right.
My dad, these cops will kill me. My professors in school, be careful. These cops will kill you. My professor in college, be careful. These cops will kill you. Not arrest you.
The other cops saying that he was under the influence of something. But when that other cop came, I can tell the other cop had a problem with him. I could just tell.
Didn't they used to work together, they said?
Say it again?
Something about security, didn't they say they used to work together as security somewhere at a club?
Yep.
Right.
I could tell he had a problem with him.
Right. They already knew that shit.
The other cops, all the people calling the other cops racing this and that third. But if you look at the whole thing, they was doing whatever they possibly could to have George Floyd just come with them.
No, sir. At the beginning, yes. At the beginning, yeah. They were like, just get in the car.
A good almost an hour.
They give him all the benefit of the doubt to survive in the car, right?
A good almost an hour.
Right. They gave him all the opportunity to follow the rules. He didn't. They were still trying to work with him. Yes, that other cop did come, and that's when it started getting crazy. I don't know how the fuck he ended up there, but ended up on his neck. So once one cop is on their neck, is him. And the rest of the cops, and they see, if there's regular bystanders that can see that man is fucking choking, and the other cops are there doing it, like watching, they're all guilty.
I agree 1,000%. Because if I was let's say, because you say if I was a bystander looking, so I'm gonna say if I was a cop, I would lose my job because I'd be pushing that dude off of his neck.
Talking about, I'm gonna make a joke. But this is what you started. See what K Boogie said? Please keep in mind he was under the influence. That doesn't mean he have a knee on his neck.
But you don't understand. Like, reality is like, and then again, my son is 6'2", like 6'2", 6'3". Like you 6'4", 6'5". My son do certain, even me, goddamn it, you could be 5'3" as a black man. You got to watch what you do. He's under the influence and stuff like that. And he was with other people. I think he was with other people.
You could be a
drug
mentally
addicts.
disabled black boy and still get shot up. Yep.
See,
It happens. It happens.
Yep, it happened.
Well,
3
okay,
or 4 times.
it's a lot of
He is a
it's-
black
Hey,
boy
guys,
that doesn't
let's
know
stop.
confidence.
This is what we talk
Walking down the
about.
street.
We talk about. It's a lot of white people getting killed by police too.
Oh
Come
my
on, man.
fucking
It is.
We're not talking about white America.
yo.
And
But
how many
you
how many
guys
white
acting like, and this is why them teenage
Sir,
boys come in
sir,
with that victimhood mindset, and then
Sir.
they react emotionally. We
Sir,
can't be
I'm
thinking
calling
that,
you sir.
no.
I'm not even calling you Keyshawn. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
Okay,
Let me
ask me the
ask you.
question. Ask me the question.
How come every violent killing, always the white man is taken alive? How come all the white men who go in?
If you listen to
Okay,
CNN and MSNBC, then you be saying that. But that's not true.
What happened in Boulder when they
Let's
killed all the
be
people in the King Super?
disingenuous.
Did he
Let's
not
be
go?
disingenuous. Let's stop being disingenuous.
Let me ask you this
Stop.
question then. How am I disingenuous when it happened right here at the movie theater, right down the street, when he killed all those people, or at King Soopers, he shot
you
all
want
those
me to
people?
talk about things? You want me to talk?
No, what I'm
about stuff?
asking.
Well,
Listen
no.
what I'm asking.
I could bring up hundreds of things. You want me to bring it up?
What I'm asking is,
We
how
can
come
do
they
that.
always get to go home?
Man,
How come they always make it
How
out
can a
alive?
white man kill mad black church people and be walked away with a sandwich and a soda?
Thank you. That's all I got to say about it.
Oh,
I have nothing else to
congratulations.
say.
No.
Yeah, mainstream media, you work great. Mainstream media, good job.
7. Do you believe me
Mainstream
now?
media,
Do you believe me now when I said we are doomed?
mainstream media.
Do you believe me now?
Good job, baby. Good job.
He's-
You believe me
he's
now?
fighting.
Believe me now.
He's
Everything that you hear, you put it in your mind frame.
He's
instead of
applauding.
doing research like I thought you did.
He's
So
applauding.
hold
He's
on,
applauding the people who have
I want
a
to hear
community.
it.
He's
So I
applauding the
sat
people
in a
who
meeting.
got the.
No. I sat in a meeting with DEA, Denver
Oh,
Police
good.
Department, Drug Task Force. Hold on. We did a presentation. So I'm dating myself. We did a presentation on drugs and gangs. For some reason, we were allowed to stay in the meeting. And the conversation was around how do we control the drug cartels and the gangs and the violence in the community so it doesn't go into the white communities. There was never an issue of how do they solve the problem. There has never been a conversation how to solve poverty in the black community. It was always how to control and maintain it. And I got one more for you. What about Oliver North? All the dope he brought on planes and didn't do nothing but a week in jail.
So who do we blame? No, before you do.
Hold
Who
on.
do we blame for that?
Are you still
See,
black?
you guys got the same rhetoric that we talk about. You guys got
I'm out of
the
this
same
one. I'm
rhetoric
out of
that we
this one.
talk about.
So now when I tell you the FBI said it, so when the FBI said it and we're in the
Yo,
room,
this is what
a
I'm
bunch
saying
of street
about
young
black people.
with some street young people listening to them talk about their dossier,
Prove my point.
I'm listening to propaganda.
Prove your
That's
point.
not propaganda.
You proving
My
your
point is the point
Who's
is
helping it?
systematically
Who's
they
helping it?
create it.
Who's helping it? Who's
Yo,
helping it?
You see,
Who's helping it?
am I
who's
right or
helping
wrong,
it?
7?
Who's helping?
Am I right or wrong, 7? Come
What
on.
black
you think
person
you're right,
owns
but
planes?
of
No.
course you think you're right. Because
No.
your illogical
What planes
thoughts
do we
think
own?
you right. You're not right. Your illogical thoughts
Bruh,
think you right.
I'm right because you
That's-
fighting
you're
for
helping.
somebody else.
Don't blame
that
the
ain't got a
FBI.
problem,
Blame
nigga.
you. Don't blame FBI and blame you.
Yo,
Blame
you hear
you.
this shit, nigga?
Blame you. Blame you.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator. Stupid son of a bitch.
You think you right. You crazy. That's small
Bruh.
town shit. You
Yeah.
think you right.
All I want you to do is go back
All right,
and watch
man.
this video.
You think
And
you
look
right.
how-
You think you
Look
right.
how you fighting
know,
against
you know,
black people.
You know right. All
I
you
don't
Look how
watch
you fighting against
CNN.
black people.
all you
Hold on,
want to
hold on,
do
hold
is
on, hold on.
blame
My
white
kids
mommy
are
and
biracial.
white daddy.
No, I'm not.
Nigga, we
No,
didn't even
I'm
bring
not.
up white
My
people.
kids
You
Oh,
did.
oh my God.
biracial.
You did, nigga.
You're extremely illogical. You're extremely illogical. Extremely.
Right. Yo,
Man,
somebody
hey,
tell this nigga.
real talk, you're like it's this like I said, you can believe what you want to believe, but we're still helping Zaddy.
No, you
We're
are.
still
You
helping
Daddy.
Zaddy.
You know what
We're
you helping
still
Daddy by
helping
doing?
Zaddy.
You know what
We
you helping
still
Daddy by
we're
doing?
still helping Zaddy.
Because you know what? You helping because you just called a white man daddy. You stupid motherfucker.
You might as well call him that
That
because
motherfucker.
what did he say?
Yeah, and then you're fighting against us with what we are fighting for
What I'm
with
fighting-
black
what-
people,
what are
what
you
we are
doing
going
that you
through.
fighting against?
You're like, but
Well,
what
hey,
about the white people?
literally,
You
hey,
so
what you doing
stupid.
what you doing in the outside that you're doing something on the outside of social media? What you doing?
What am I doing outside?
Yeah.
Why you here?
You asking me because I can pull on my camera right now and
Yeah,
show
why
you
you here?
documents, paperwork, research.
Why
I
you
can show
here?
you files.
Oh, I
tell
can
you what I'm
show
doing.
you. Hey, I can show you the same thing.
Are you
But when
talking
No,
to
but
me?
let
in
me
a
finish. You
situation,
asking me what I'm
I
doing.
can show you the
Why-
same
why-
thing.
hold on, hold on.
I can show you the same
But
thing.
look, this is what I'm
I
talking
have
about.
a
This is what I'm talking about.
movement, so I'm
Why
not
are
just
you
talking
asking
about it. I
another
have a
black man what he's doing in the community?
No, what you doing? Because you think you know all
Why are you
black
trying to
people.
compare yourself with another black man?
You still got
When
that
we
same
here on
mindset.
this, we are here on this panel to
You
stick
still
together.
got that same mindset.
We are on this panel to stick
You
together
still
and come
have
to a
that same
compromise for
mindset.
black
as
people
a-
to do it. Did I trigger him? Listen, Sabby, you still there?
Man, I don't know what just happened, bro. I'm
I didn't
confused.
expect him to be so caulking. I don't know what's going on around this shit. This is crazy, bro.
And K Boogie just said it. It was the FBI talking about their protocols and what the agenda was on the table. I was not trying to trigger my brother, but the issue is even people who are on the show watching it, I'm getting text messages. People are like, "Dude, are you serious?"
Who you
Even
or
white
for him?
America knows. White America. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch the news because I don't want to watch antidepressant commercials.
Facts.
But for us to believe we're being treated like American
Who's helping?
citizens,
All I'm saying is who's helping? Who's helping? Who's helping? Who's helping the situation?
So-
Are we going to keep on blaming?
So,
Are we
well,
going to
hold
keep
on.
on
What
blaming?
situation for change?
Who's helping? Who's helping
Who's
the
helping
FBI?
keep us screwed up or
Who's
helping
helping
the
the
hold on.
FBI?
Let me tell me something, man. Who? What do you mean? Who's helping by that? What do you
What do
mean?
you mean what I mean? Logically speaking,
Nigga,
what you
what
think
I
I
just
mean?
fucking asked you, nigga. Who's helping?
Yo, man. All right. Hey, I'm
Who's helping? No, I want to. No,
Are you feeling some
I'm
type of
gonna
way?
leave here.
Are you
I'm gonna
okay?
leave here
Jim,
because
Are you feeling some type of way, man?
I want to hear the question.
You feeling
You
some
ain't
type of
gonna
way,
hear
bro?
it. I got businesses to take care of and everything. It's
Bro,
almost-
are you
it's almost
feeling? Are you can't
No,
handle?
no,
you
no,
can't
no.
handle-
I
Because-
want to
because
hear the
ain't
question
nobody-
because there's two
No.
sides to the question.
Can you not
There's
handle
two-
this
the
or what,
question
bro?
that
We're
he's
just
asking.
talking.
He was
No.
asking
You
who's
ain't gonna be
helping.
calling me a nigga and all this tough guy stuff. I'm not gonna hit. I'm not
Nigga,
gonna.
I'll be a tough guy. Be at your door. We ain't about that business. I'm gonna talk
Hey,
how I
hey.
talk.
I'd
You
rather
can't
have
tell
that
it.
than you calling me a tough, saying what you're saying. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that.
All right. Now we know what we need to do in the future because I don't play games. Now, here we go. You go ahead. Could you please finish what you were about to say, Seven?
No, I just have people that were watching and listening, and they're saying, we know this to be true, and they're white. That's all I was saying. I'm not trying, again,
He's triggered.
you'll never get across the table invalidating someone's movement, opinions, or agenda. I wasn't trying to invalidate anybody. I was strictly saying back to the point. Even the statistics, whether even as media or people would sit down with you one-on-one, and they would tell you, you know what? Yeah, you might not want to be driving around this neighborhood at night. You know
Right.
what? You might not want to be doing this and being black. My only statement I was saying, and he brought it up, which I finally got back to the thought. They did do a protest at the White House in the area,
Mhm.
and they had all those armed federal agents. Everybody was armed to the T, because I think it was Fox, CNN, all of them, when they were spinning it, were showing what happened the week before and then what happened January 16th. All I was trying to say is, if white America is finally agreeing, you
And
can just
why?
die walking down the street.
Right. And
There's
you
a
know what's so
problem
crazy?
with this
What
country.
my point was proven, Seven. My point is always proven. I'm not gonna say nothing, and I do shit so my point could be proven. To be honest with you, I did not expect manhood of all people, to just be like, "Come on." But this is exactly what I'm saying, bro. You
But
talk
majority of
about a
my
black
friends that
person's
I
plight,
hosted with
and there's
aren't
black people who
black.
want to go against it,
But the
and then there's
majority of
black
the
people who
people
sit
who I
there and
hang
bring
out
up
with
another
aren't black.
race, huh?
But that's my point. The majority of people who I hang out with aren't black. The
But
three
it doesn't.
brothers I hang out with, tough, even the ones who don't, they will say the same thing. Bro, don't trust no cop. If you get pulled over, call me. Or we're driving in a neighborhood where we know the police is bad for, hey, I'll drive.
But
So
like, but what I don't
there,
understand, Seven, but why, when black people are trying to figure out black problems, they bring
because
another
we
race
believe,
in?
because here's the thing. He said something that was very interesting. He says black people want to be victims.
Want to
You
be what?
can't be a victim. We want to be victims.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't be a victim when you're a prison of circumstances. You're still a prisoner. Because it was all of us who agreed what happened to R. Kelly was for other situations other than his behavior.
Right.
We all agreed, all of us, including apologetic, we all agreed something happened to Bill Cosby because of situations.
Right.
We all believe Martin Luther King was assassinated for what?
For
So
what
the
he
problem
spoke
comes
up
in.
for.
So, and even Kennedy. So the problem comes in. We want to say that, and somebody told me, my German friend, she goes, I'm so tired of black people acting like they're a victim. I'm like, and I said it I said it very calm. She goes, I pulled myself up from my bootstraps. I said, well, black people in America wear sandals or no shoes at all. And that's the problem we have fear of believing.
Mhm.
We believe we have a safe stake in this country, and we don't. So you
Right.
can't say black people have a victim mentality, because you can't tell me right now, me and you go to the same job, your disposition and your size and just the deepness of your voice, we're going to go in there with Jessica, who's not overtly racism, is not going to be triggered by the size, your voice, your confidence, and how you move, and we're going for the same job. She's going to give Dylan, the safe guy, the job.
Mhm.
Why? Because the
Because I look
narrative
dangerous
is,
as a black man.
you just hit the nail. And that's when cops say they don't know how to deal with black men. And here's the point that no one wants to admit. And if I'm wrong, correct me. Did they not breed out anything that was weak in us through slavery?
Did they bring out anything that was weak in us?
Bred out anything that was weak in the black America, the black men in America. They bred out disease, frailty, smallness. They bred out
Everything possible to weaken us.
But they bred out everything out of our genes to make us the beast that we are, to walk the street.
Right.
Think about it.
They turned gods into peasants.
But think about what they bred genetically out of us, so we can farm, so we can pick cotton, so we can work the fields, so we can work on the railroad. Think about that.
They made us have slave children.
Yes. And they bred the children to be what? Big, robust, just like they did cattle.
And that's why, and you know what? And I see that's why it's so easy for them not to understand and to fight against us because it's indoctrinated into their fucking DNA to be the way they are. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And that's some things I fight against because I refuse. And that's the reason
But
why
you
I
have to
raised
be
my
afraid
voice.
of something 6'2", 220 pounds, full of
I
muscle.
I don't have to. I really
No,
don't.
what I'm saying, they have to because of ignorance. Because that's the
Oh yeah,
narrative.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm going to be afraid of him because he can beat me up.
And also, black people being bred to be scared of a white person
Bingo.
because they're scared of what they're going to do to them. Oh, I know that I can only get there. To be honest with you, it's not even them. It's us not believing in who the fuck we are. Which it
Or
goes
not
back to what
knowing
you
who
said
we
and
are.
bred in, but I'm just saying, like, it's like I don't understand how it exists still, though.
But what I meant by bred, they bred out any weaknesses or frailty physically from disease and everything. They just bred it all out. They said, we ain't going to have no weak genes in them. They're going to be big, rustling, bustly, 6'5" behemoths.
Yeah, but that doesn't make us strong.
No,
because
it doesn't.
because
But
our
what I'm
biggest
saying is
muscle
they
is our
created the
brain.
problem. Bingo. But they're not afraid of our brain.
They're not because they know
They're
we ain't
afraid
gonna
of our
think straight
people.
regardless.
Exactly.
And
it's not an issue of whether we.
Go ahead, man.
See, you said something that I agree, but then I don't agree on some. And I've told you this before on the show. Some people got to die.
I agree.
Some people have, as dangerous as that is, if you're going through your city and you're putting fentanyl in your community and you're loving it and you're okay with it, you got 48 hours to turn yourself into the police or you ain't going to make it.
Facts.
Period. If you out here sex trafficking our daughters and things and you raping people, you got 10 hours to turn yourself in.
But we can't even say that because we can't work together to make it happen.
And that's part of the problem.
And the part of the problem was just what we experienced.
Well,
we got the chat room saying the same thing we say. Man, listen, they're right. You saying, what the hell you doing? Me, I'm like, nigga.
But you two should. Yeah.
And if we had more people on the panel, they'd still be looking at him like he's crazy. And guess what he would do? Well, I don't know. I can't say he because I don't believe that's even him. Maybe he's drunk on drugs today. I don't know because I've never seen him act like this before. But this shit is black people in general. What we just experienced is black people. Yes, there's white people do what you just said. Yes, there's this. Yes, there's that. But why are you bringing it up when we got to fix us?
Bingo.
What do they have to do with fixing us? It's just like when a female goes on her little rampant bullshit trying to deflect against what she's doing wrong. It don't make no sense to me. This is why I say literally 7, you won't even understand. I stay in one motherfucker. I got 2 rooms. I stay in one of them most of the day. I don't go outside. If I go outside, it's to go to the store, get a cigar, or go out with my woman. That's it. That's it. And even going out with our woman, I'll be cautious about that shit. Because I can't stand these stupid, and this is what I'm going to start using. These ignorant, and I'm definitely going to do it now because I'm bringing back the definition of nigger. These niggers, these ignorant niggers who can't even see the light of day, who can't even see what's in front of their fucking face. I can't talk to them because what I'm saying is fucking common sense. You go Google it. And they still want to be like, well, what is that? It's excuse. I can't deal with
But
black
it's
people.
not even Google. But that's the thing I keep telling people. It's only valid if it, and I think the thing with a double-edged sword, what he was trying to explain is, it's how we spin the narrative to benefit us. There's no reason for me to spin the narrative to benefit us because there is no us. You've already defined that. There's
that's
not
what we've been trying to say, though.
For us.
But that's what we were saying, but he brought that up. Like, you don't need to spin it. That's not us. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck you talking about? There's no scenario. This is what we're talking about. This is the whole reason why we're on this panel and what we're building right now. This is why the Crown Talk even exists. Because of the situations with black men. This is the reason why Kevin Samuels exists. Because the situation with black men.
But when you bring up situations like this, most black men aren't. When you're bringing up situations that are real, if somebody kills your kid, I can't, he says, I can't fathom it.
I can't either, though. I can't either, though, Seven. But I can be like, yo, I would never in my life want my kids to die. So if it does happen,
and that's the problem we have. We're not having that conversation. We're not having the what if question that needs to be discussed more than that.
Nobody wants to. If you want to, like, people are willing to give their feelings away for no reason. Just be like, oh, I feel this, and destroy their lives with simple, dumbass feelings. But a conversation that needs to happen that makes you feel you don't want to have. Yep. But you want to feel all these other things that's unnecessary and destroy your life because of simple dumb shit. But with we need to have a conversation so we can realize what the fuck is going on and come to a compromise and see what we really need to do in life. Nobody wants to do that shit because they want to continue thinking they know what they're talking about, continue with their 9 to 5, continue working for the kiss of the ring, get on your knees and talk about, I ain't never gonna get on my knees to kiss the ring. You're doing it by fighting the conversation of what needs to be had right there. This is crazy, bro.
But I think, and you're not going to agree with this, you still owe your brother an apology. This is why. You kept invalidating his opinion because he added his emotions.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
And I think you should have, because here's the deal. I'm not going to agree with everything you do. I'm not going to agree with apologetic, with preach, anybody. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, things I've learned is when I die and I go meet the maker, he's going to ask me what decisions did I make. And I think at some point you have to give grace because that's your brother. I believe y'all are tighter than.
But Seven, that's why I said I love you to death, my brother. We go out, go to the movies, this and that, whatever. It's not going to change nothing about how I feel about you as my brother, but I'm going to call you out on your dumb shit. That's all it is. I will apologize. You know, I don't think I should apologize. I didn't expect that from her either, bro. I'm dead serious. That shit was so, that's why I got so upset because I'm like, are you making me have this conversation with you? You know what I'm saying? But I will apologize. I don't think I should. But I will apologize because this is something we need to do with each other just so we can come to an understanding and realize that it's my apology and me loving you as a brother is bigger than this argument. But we still need to go and have this fucking argument, my nigga. If you want to fight it out, we can. But make sure you shake my hand after this fight. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. Yes, I'm a beast of the streets. We could fight and I'll bust your fucking ass, but I want you to shake my hand afterwards because you wanted to fight. You wanted to fight. You brought me there. So it is what it is. Everybody's tough until I show up at their door.
But the strongest person is the one that doesn't have to be aggressive.
And I don't have to be. That's why I sit and try to listen. My only aggression towards it was my voice. Because it's actually from a disappointed stage. Because I just explained to him in the beginning of the whole show that I just got off a panel where all these black men were making excuses for Kanye's truth to make him look like he's an idiot. And he was agreed. And then I have to deal with that with him when you would just agree with me that they was acting foolish. Now you're acting foolish.
But Kanye West is saying, for lack of knowledge, our people are perishing.
And that's what I'm saying. And I don't want it to happen. That's why I'm yelling at manhood, so it won't happen. You can't.
And I don't think Kanye West was making a mistake.
Huh?
Yeah.
I was trying to stop Kanye was making a mistake. Because we're also, to be honest, we're also live, and this can be watched by everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't want my brother looking like an ass. You kept talking. You making yourself look like an ass. K Boogie in there talking about this thing crazy. You looking at him like this thing crazy. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? You crazy? There's 3 people. And you still fighting against. All you're doing is fighting against black, bringing up white. It makes no sense when we trying to correct the black.
Yeah.
My
thing is tell my 29-year-old son who's biracial that he would laugh at you. And my son would tell you, I got most of my friends, I work at the dispensary, so you already know what color they are because they own the building. And he'll tell you that's bullshit. My son will tell you in a heartbeat. Racism is real. It's rampant.
Man, it sucks to just.
And his fiance is Asian.
Sucks,
Go figure.
Bro. It really sucks to know that you can't talk to no black people, bro. They're like it sucks to know that the most powerful being on earth is the most broken in the brain, and it don't look like they want to be fixed.
I think it's who don't want to. Here's the deal. If you knew for a fact you can change something, you needed 100 men to agree, and it would change.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to be 80% men of African American descent.
Yep.
What's going to happen?
I'd probably die. Because I need 100 men. I'll be working my ass off to get 100 men. And one of them stupid, ignorant motherfuckers is probably going to shoot me for trying.
Because they're going to be loyal to culture and heritage, not the truth.
And that's our biggest problem. And that's the whole point of the show today. That being said, 7, appreciate you for showing up. Manhood, I'll talk to you when the show is over, because I'm definitely calling you and cursing you the fuck out. and then we can make up, whatever like that. I won't allow you to be mad at me regardless, because you shouldn't be. But this is what's going to happen, because I control my narrative, and I don't want my peoples to fail. So I'm gonna work my ass off. I'll hang myself on the cross. So this is what we're gonna have to do. 7, I appreciate you. Manhood, I appreciate you. Anybody who said they were gonna show up but didn't, I still appreciate you. That being said, it's another episode of Crown Talk, and this shit was what I said it was gonna be.
Yeah, you did. You said it was gonna be wild, and I was like, we're gonna jump in. Oh shit! I jumped into the fire. Have a good one.
All right, brother.
All right, peace.
Take it later. Let me get back on camera. I gotta get back on camera because I just got to. My final words is this. I really do hope. Like I'm an asshole, yeah. And I be wilding out like that fun wild, but I really care. I really do care for black people doing better, man. And I do say all black people aren't my people because they aren't. But y'all know who you are. You know the ones who want to do right by life, and you know the ones the ones, the niggas. But I care for my black people, man. I care for people regardless, all people. I just want to see us survive and do better, and I need the blacks to do better because y'all me. Y'all are our future, man. We are everybody's future together. Everybody keep thinking like there's mad different races. Nah, nigga, there's one. Only one race. Y'all keep thinking there's different races. Y'all the fuckers that are confused. But when it comes, since it does exist though, when it comes to the African American race, we are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to owning economics, Everything for black to build like we're supposed to needs to be worked on. So I don't want to hear about anybody else when we're trying to fix a problem with us. Black Power. The Crown. This shit was serious. Black people, come on, man. Do better. Do better.